Oh, you're awake. But for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly... I guess I'll be your friendly... I don't know what I called in this game. Not Elder Master. Certainly not Elder Scroll Master.
Narrator?
I guess it'll be your narrator today, because today we were going to be carrying on with our ongoing Kingmaker campaign, but unfortunately we were down. Some players unfortunately had things that were keeping them occupied tonight, so we're down to 2 players, and we have 1 more player who's joining us later. And I use this as an opportunity to really bully our players into giving a try to a game that I have been very interested in getting to the table, and that is the Unofficial Elder Scrolls role-playing game, the 3rd edition that we are playing. And I didn't think to put a link in the description of the video, but I will put a link in the description of the video to where you can find the rules that we're going to be playing with in this. With me tonight are 2 of the stars of our Kingmaker campaign, and soon to be, or will be, stars of tonight's session of the Elder Scrolls, Unofficial Elder Scrolls role-playing game, Skyrim game that we are playing. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing tonight? First up, we've got Jamie.
Hey everybody, I'm Jamie. I'm going to be playing Sidora. She is a Dunmer.
Nice. And joining her is John.
Everyone, I'm John, and I'm playing Gadar Frostfang. This one is not a bandit, as they say.
Nice. So for those listening at home, this game is in its 3rd edition right now. I mentioned you can find 2 different editions at the link that I will have on there once we finish up the session tonight. I do apologize to those who were looking to join us live too. Well, we're starting about an hour late. Part of that was getting everything set up and ready to go for this and talking about the game itself. Tonight's session is really intended to kind of kick the tires on the game. We each have varying levels of experience with Elder Scrolls products or whatnot. I have the least of everybody. I've played the least amount of Skyrim. I've played no Oblivion. I've played a tiny bit of Morrowind back when it first came out. And I have... over the last couple of weeks, delved very deeply into the lore, but I'm by no means an expert. So if we do get anything wrong tonight, kindly place the blame on my shoulders. This is also going to be a matter of like learning the game and seeing how it plays out. So I am confident that the setting of Skyrim, and for those who are more lore-oriented, the time period that we're playing in is the year 732 of the Second Era. This is about 150 years after the events of the Elder Scrolls Online game. This is about a little more than a century before the rise of Tiber Septim, who plays a big role in the Elder Scrolls lore. It is a time of chaos in pretty much everywhere. It also means I don't need to get a bunch of NPC names or location names wrong and feel like I'm taking people out of the setting. So there is also, if you really are deep into the lore, there's something that happened about 150 years after the events of Elder Scrolls Online that might be of interest to you as well. But I'm confident that this is going to be... Oh, totally, yeah. This will be a Fang Dragon game. I'm confident that the role-playing in the setting and this overland stuff is going to be of real interest. What we're interested in seeing tonight is kind of how the very interesting combat system plays. So with that idea in mind, let me set the stage for our Skyrim bound heroes. Obviously, I say obviously, I don't think either of you are from Skyrim originally, but I'll leave it to you to decide. Your parents certainly could have relocated there at some point and grown up there. What we know is that the 2 of you are adventuring together. And what you know is, I'm going to assume that you overheard this, one or both of you, that there was a local hunter who seemingly stumbled across what he found it terrified him and is said to have turned some of his hairs white. This guy came back, and what he described was having fallen through, and he was hunting out in the back hills. This is not far off. Actually, you know what, guys? Let me show you how ready for this we are. First, allow me to welcome you to Tamriel.
Ooh.
So we, at this time, are traveling north to Helgen in Falkreath. Now, one of the things about Falkreath at this point, it is the kingdom of Falkreath, and it is part of the Collodian Highlands. It is part of one of the two kind of splinter factions that makes up the Empire. The Empire fell about 150 years ago, has not managed to put itself back together, and even then, that was only for a brief period. It is near the foothills of Helgen where this hunter was going. I can also show you this, guys, if this is more focused and more immersive for you. He spoke of a collapsed entrance to some kind of underground structure. What he also spoke of is his curiosity got the better of him. He went through and found an enormous door. But when he heard the sounds of what he assumed were the waking dead, he fled. Now, there's two generally types of such ruins that can be found in the area. One of them is the Nords, the ancient Nord crypts, which often have folks laid to rest in there. But if it's undisturbed, it also might mean there's great riches to be found there. The other thing is that it could very well be the long ago disappeared folk, the Dwemer, or as they're known here, the dwarves. It is uncertain, but what is certain is that there is some long forgotten crypt with a still sealed door that could have all sorts of riches in it. And I think overhearing that stuff, there was some talk about going out to find it, but I'm assuming you guys took the initiative to go and find this place yourself. And that is where we are opening our scene. Now, before I set you guys down in there, let's maybe make one roll. So we can set the scene of you arriving here. You find what is a tall pillar. Are either of you guys trained in lore whatsoever? Actually, hold on. I don't even need to know that. Why don't you each click on lore for us? Because you can automatically use it untrained. The one thing is the rules as written are -10 on an untrained lore check, not -20. So if you could compare, that'd be a 66 that you rolled, Gadar. That is a 67 that you rolled, Sidora. You can compare that to, I think it's your intelligence. I don't think either of you guys have a 60 in any stat.
No.
This one thinks the wizard would be the best suited.
Yeah, so you guys found... Now, what you could do, too, is you have... looks like you each have 4 luck points. You could spend a luck point to re-roll that if you choose. But given that you're going down into a crypt right away, perhaps it might be best to save that.
Yeah, and I'm not confident in this role.
Okay.
Because my intelligence is not great.
Okay. Well, you guys have just stolen off with just 2 of you to go down to an as yet unidentified crypt. I think I would agree that intelligence is not necessarily
not our strong suit.
So what you have found is this large opening. It led to a staircase, as this hunter has described. It is well in the middle of nowhere. Like there's, unless you were specifically looking for this, it is completely shrouded by the pine-filled hills around Helgen. And I'd like Gadar, why don't you give us an easy survival check, please? So what this means, you can't unfortunately change your difficulty. It just means you can reduce your roll by another 20. That's a 55. How does that look compared to your, I think it's your perception.
It is above my perception, so fail.
You want to luck point that, or you not care?
Really high, holy cow.
You rolled quite, yeah, like, what did you roll?
85, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll luck point that one.
Okay.
Go ahead and reduce my luck by 1. And try that again. There we are.
There you go. All right. So what? Oh, because you can reduce it by another 20. Never mind. What you find is they're a little old. You can picture this place. It is, for the most part, untouched Skyrim hills. These are full of all the sorts of like moss that grows in this wet area. There is fallen trees. There is other detritus, old rotten limbs that have fallen down. So it's very, it's very easy to see where there are any disturbances in here, and you can quite clearly see, Gadar, and perhaps you followed up here the tracks of the hunter. But there are also tracks of something much larger in here. Very big and not shaped like a man. Not here, but within about 40 feet of here, you find fairly recent tracks from a troll. It does not seem to get close to this entrance. It does not seem to go down into the entrance, but it does seem to be in the area and recently. Sedura, you are the one who does not have dark vision, and unlike the creators of any of the other games, I am much meaner, so there's no light down here other than what you were going to bring. So let me bring you over. And I'll shift ping you guys. Where are we here?
The big map.
It is a big map. And the dynamic lighting and the chests and everything else is all set up for it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on. All right, here you go, guys. Let me shift ping you. There you are. Can you both see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, guys, you've made your way down into this crypt. What would you like to do? Oh, what you can see up ahead there, Gadar. Can you see what's in there?
This one seems bones.
What would you guys like to do? Each of the squares is 1 meter.
And what is our speed? Is so 13 would be
13 would
squares?
be what you can move, yeah, how many meters you can move, and you can split that up over your actions throughout the round. What I can tell you, why don't you each give us an observe check, please? And this will be a plus 20. Sedura, is that less than your perception? No?
No.
You guys are getting all the high rolls out of the way now.
Mm-hmm.
So you get down here, and apart from the sound of wind that suggests that these chasms go on for quite some time, there is no other sign of any life down here. What would you guys like to do?
I think Sedora will say to Gadar that we should probably proceed with caution.
This one agrees. Do you remember what the white-haired one said that frightened him?
No, he didn't. I don't remember him saying.
He said it was simply the sound of things, but if they asked about particulars, he did not offer any insight into that.
So I could lead with some stealth maybe and try to sneakily proceed down quietly proceed down the hallway. However, I do have a torch, so...
Yeah, this one thinks that stealth will not be the way.
Yeah.
This one will pull out the longbow and take point and sneak ahead of the light.
So you have your longbow out?
Short bow.
Short bow out, okay.
Short bows are good for crypts, I think.
Okay. All right. So feel free to move yourselves. Why don't you guys move about 10 meters at your leisure? It should reveal as you move. You move a bit, let go. You can split it out so you can see.
This one will want to see what these bones are.
Okay. So what you guys find as you make your way down there... Uh-oh. There is a skittering and squeaking sound. And what looks up from its meal of some kind of gooey bone are three skeevers.
The best thing to start a fight with.
I am glad you approve. Hold on, let me set the points here. Okay. So one thing, I do not think that the health bars, I don't think that the initiative button works on them. I don't think. You can give it a try if you like.
I don't believe so.
Okay. So then what you will want to do is roll 1d6 and add your initiative bonus to that. I'll add a turn for the skeevers. Oh, did you... I gotta add a turn for you. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Madison, come on, man. Get on the ball. Add turn. Add turn there. Go ahead, guys. Fill it in as you're at your leisure. And let me show you where these skeevers are. There's one skeever. Two skeevers. And three skeevers. I'm in month 2 of not accidentally erasing an initiative tracker, so here is hoping to making that 2. All right, and their initiative is an 8, so I got a 12. All right. So, while Gadar, you may have had an opportunity to sneak forward and be unseen. Unfortunately, Sidura's torch has effectively silhouetted you and heralded your arrival. But, Gadar, you are up first. So on your turn, you have 3 action points. You can spend all 3 right away. Moving does not cost any action points. If you wish to move more than your base move, you need to dash, which is spending action points. So.
Good thing Gadar has the reflexes of a cat. The speed of a mongoose. He is going to... This one will shoot the first skeever in the face with an arrow.
Okay. So then...
But he will take special aim first.
So you'll spend 1 action point to aim, and then... Great, so give you plus 10. So you can add plus... I mean, hopefully you'll succeed here. You're going to roll... Well, roll in your attack. I'm going to spend 1 action point from one of these skeevers to dodge... Or to evade, forgive me. And I'll put their action points on here. So I can track them. Do they have 3? Oh yeah, they have 3.
I rolled really low.
That's both good and bad. You kind of want to hit that sweet spot where you're rolling really well. All right, so their evade is a 40. So
plus 10 is a -4?
This is no. You just look at the number that you rolled on your dice. So it's a 0, unfortunately. So you succeeded, but your degrees of success are zilch. However, that is would you roll a 4? A 6. Okay. However, I failed. So then what we do is we look at the comparison when you succeeded and I failed. I think you not only did you hit, you also get an advantage.
Oh, I can roll damage twice and take the best result, right?
Well, first thing is, that is the proven quality of your weapon. We'll talk about the qualities in a second here. First thing is to pick your advantage. This is on Page 74 of the core book.
Put on our reference sheets.
It is. It's on the cheat sheet. Let's see here.
There it is. Precise strike, penetrate armor, press advantage, overextend, or special action.
Press advantage was removed from an edition. So let's see here. Overextend and press advantage don't exist anymore. So this is where the cheat sheet's not great. It is a work in progress, so they've changed some things, but haven't updated the reference sheet. Here, let me put it in chat. Actually, it's probably easier. Here, precise strike. Oopsies, strike. Choose location.
I will precision strike it then.
Precision strike. You choose a location, but there isn't site-based damage, and these things have natural armor. For your shot, I guess first off, what kind of arrow did you use?
Oh, I would have just gone for the basic stuff. The first one, the broadhead.
Broadhead? Okay, so that's a slashing damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so one's either fortunate hit, which adds half your luck bonus to the damage. Wounding cleave, add a bleeding condition. Forceful impact really isn't helpful because it's not armor. And penetrate armor is useful if you are using what do you call it? Slashing damage, but in this case they're not wearing armor. So really the most useful ones for you right now are either the wounding cleave, so do a bleeding 1, or fortunate hit, add half your luck bonus to the damage, or forceful impact. Or that's it, actually, I guess.
I'll add the extra half my luck, so 2 extra damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage a second time, and we'll take the higher of those, and then we'll add 2 to it. And these also have natural armor, so you can add your strength bonus to the damage as well.
Well, just do some dice. Okay, so the 6 is... So 6
and then,
6
plus 2 is 8.
And my strength bonus is 3.
That one is 3, so that is 11 points of damage. Look at this. And... Oh, I hit the wrong button. It is... What does it look like as the skeever dies?
That's arrow right through the open mouth as it screeches in alarm.
So I'll tell you why. You exceeded its wound threshold, and on minions, as soon as you hit the wound threshold, they're fucking dead. So that is 2 AP. You have 1 left. What would you like to do?
I am going to move over a little bit to give Sadora some room, and I'm going to hold on to my last action point.
Okay. Then it is Sadora's turn. We can assume you've got a weapon out if you'd like, Sadora.
Okay. All right, then that will help. I would step forward to get a clearer look at the skeever and go ahead and spend my first action to aim at it.
Okay.
And then take a shot at it.
Okay. So then that will be... it is also going to evade against a 40. I got 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
And 64. How does that compare to your agility? Oh, but you aimed, so that's actually a 54.
My agility is 52.
52, so that'll be a miss. You could spend a luck point and re-roll.
I rolled a 44 there. I think I'll save the luck for now and also save my last action here.
Okay, hold on. Plus...
Hey, Kev, quick question.
Oh, hold on. Do you have it set to add your combat style? Let's see here.
Yes, your combat style turned to yes.
Yeah, so here we go. Hold on. You should have all set to yes. The reason that was such a bad roll is because it's 40 off.
Oh.
Yeah. You're a journeyman in your combat style, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So that should be subtracting 20 from your roll, not adding 20 to your roll.
Okay.
So that was actually a 24. So that's a hit. And because you rolled a 4, your degrees of success are better than his, so you beat my dodge.
Perfect.
So then, go ahead and... Is your bow proven? Does it have the proven trait in it? Then that's what allows you to roll 2 dice. Let's see your short
yes,
bow.
it is.
Is it?
Yep. So go ahead and roll. Just roll the attack a second time. We'll take the higher. I mean, you rolled max damage on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And you don't get an advantage because I did succeed. You just happened to hit me. Okay, so that's 7 points of damage. And which arrowhead did you use? The one that grants your strength bonus in damage if they're unarmored, or the kind that does bleed damage if you do damage?
I think the strength bonus.
Okay, so that's slashing. That's the one you're probably going to want to use if you're facing something that doesn't have armor on it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that is a hit. That is 7 points. What's your strength bonus? Plus 3?
3.
That is 10 points of damage. Once again, what does it look like as that skeever dies?
Oh, I think this one, it went through the side of it and basically, you know, like the whole way through it and then pushed it back to where the other one that Gadar already hit is laying. Okay.
Then it is... Oh, you have one more action point right now. Do you want to do anything with that, or...
You know what? I think I will just go ahead and take another shot.
Okay.
With the last action.
Nice. So you can do 2 attacks per round. So go ahead. This one is likewise going to try and evade. I failed my evasion, so as long as you hit, you're good. And that is a hit. But you do get to roll damage a second time because it is proven.
Okay.
And because I failed and you succeeded, this also means that you get advantage. So you could choose to add half your luck bonus or add a bleed effect on it. So that'd be 7. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe let's put the bleed on it.
Bleed on it? Okay, so that means it would take 1 damage at the start of its turn. But you did 7 points of damage with that slashing shot. However, hold on. What's the reload of your short bow? I think it's got a reload 1, doesn't it?
I don't see that on the PDF. Is that...
It would be on page 2 of the PDF, under the items.
Yeah.
That's what gives you the full stats of the...
Oh, under items, I see. I guess that's the last number. It's a 1.
Yeah, with the reload in brackets, that's a 1. So that means it takes you 1 AP to reload it. However, if you want to have reloaded and shot this round, you could spend 1 stamina point to gain an extra AP for the round.
I see. Yeah, I'll spend the stamina point.
Okay. That means there are 3 skeevers down. Now, I will tell you, Gadar, because you've had... your name is obviously not something you were born with necessarily, or your moniker of Frostfang. Mm-hmm. But you have definitely seen lean time since coming to Skyrim, so you know if you make a plus 30 survival check, you can harvest 1 day's rations of rat meat from each skeever. However, you do need to cook it, and eating it requires a plus 0 endurance test, or you'll catch a disease.
Well,
you can
this one
also
looks at Sadura and says, "I skewered this one skewered mine already."
But here's what, Sadura, you would know, is that you can harvest the rat tail from a skeever to be a common destruction ingredient. That means you can use it for crafting or for doing destruction-based rituals.
Yeah, I think that would be very, very interesting to Sadora. She would harvest a tail or try to. So, while Sadura is focusing on... why don't you give us a destruction check at plus 20?
How's that looking?
87.
Oh, hold on. Can I see your character sheet here? Did you put your skills in?
I thought I did. Oh,
Let's
wait.
see.
Destruction. Well, destruction I didn't do.
Oh, no.
I did
Yeah,
do the other
destruction.
ones. Okay, so I should have been apprentice in that one. Okay.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's apprentices plus 10. So that's actually a 57. And actually, it's a 37 because you also had plus 20 on top of that. So, yeah, no problem. So you're harvesting those things. Gadar, while Sadura is spending a couple of seconds carving this stuff up, what are you doing?
Did she get all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I retrieve my arrows or see if they're broken?
Yeah, there's so I think that there is going to be 80% chance of recovering arrows. So just roll a d10 on a 9 or 10, they're destroyed.
Roll independently?
Yeah, sure. Roll me. I think you only shot once, right?
Well, I'm going to try to get hers too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep. 3 arrows recovered.
Gadar hands the 2 arrows back to Sadura. This one recovered your arrows. Nice shooting.
All right. So, as you guys are doing so, you think you can hear the sound of... Not the sound of stone on stone? What would you guys like to do?
Well, what direction is that coming from, that sound?
To the north, and then down that passage that you were first looking down.
Gadar's going to sneak ahead to see if he says, "Stay back with the light."
I'll move over here so the light's not exposing you.
Take a look.
Okay. So you get to around there, Gadar. Are you trying to be sneaky at all?
Yes.
Okay. Would you give us a stealth check, please?
This Khajiit likes to sneak.
No modifiers, and I'll make a... Ooh. Okay, so you rolled a 4. So in a contested roll, you actually won here, which means you can move yourself a little further forward. And I'll show you in our handout what you see down there. It seems that someone laid to rest long ago has awakened and is standing kind of looking back.
Has armor?
It does appear to have armor on, yes. It has, looks like partial metal armor, and it seems to be carrying a nasty Nordic great axe.
Gadar will narrow his eyes as he studies the figure and then slowly slink back
Okay.
to get Sadura.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. You saw that. You know what that means. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Guys, there are terrific fear rules in here.
Oh, no.
So what I would ask you to do...
The curse of having dark sight.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, I can see it.
Move myself back and then make our roll.
It is pretty easy, though. Here we go. All right, would you give us a willpower check? And you were going to gain plus 10 to this.
Willpower. So D100.
No, willpower is one of your stats, right?
Willpower. It's one of my abilities.
Yeah, one of your attributes. Can you roll your attribute? Okay. So yeah, just give us a percentile roll then.
Okay. And my willpower is 30.
Okay. So it's plus 10. That's a 37. Okay. Just barely fail. Would you give us a D100 roll, please?
45.
45. Ooh. So you are just... you just have the shakes a little bit right now. It won't last forever, but tell us what goes through Gadar's mind seeing this undead thing.
I assume it's the first time he's seen one of them.
Probably, yeah.
He's probably heard of rumors that they feast on the flesh of those that trespass in the dungeon, and so he's just imagining, them getting a hold of him and ripping him open and eating him. He's like, this one is not a skeever to be eaten. So
what does he do next then?
He shakily makes his way back to Sidora, because he's not fighting these alone.
Okay. So Sidora, you're finishing up your grisly task, collecting these tails for magical ingredients. What are you doing next?
Sidora, this one saw the thing that frightened the man with the white hair.
So not a skeever.
No. Undead. Shambling monsters.
Did it see you?
His armor's in a giant axe. You see his hands are shaking a bit as he grips his short bow.
Then we best be careful. Did it see you?
This one is too sneaky to be seen by things with milky eyes. You have fire magic, yes?
I do.
This one hopes they burn well. And he starts to stow his short bow and pull out his spear.
Okay.
I think that Sidora will probably follow suit with that, thinking that the arrows won't do a whole lot here. So she's gonna just pull her short sword for now and kind of get ready to possibly put a fire rune somewhere in the vicinity once we decide.
Yes. Quick question.
Of course.
His spear says it's got a -20 to parry or counterattack. Does that make it harder to parry, or
it makes it harder to parry? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The because it's unwieldy. It's not really great at that those kind of tactics.
I was just double checking. So.
Yeah, it's not as bad as small. A small weapon cannot use to parry a two-handed weapon. So no parrying great axes with daggers. Okay, so the rune, so you know how this works. What level is your rune spell?
2.
2, okay. So a fire rune, you create a magical rune on a target surface within 1 meter. After 1 round delay, the rune becomes barely visible. You choose one or more conditions based upon which the rune detonates. Either proximity, it detonates when a character comes into a certain distance, chosen by you. Time, it detonates after a certain amount of time. Or manual, you could detonate it naturally by using the cast magic action. When it detonates, it does so in a burst of elemental energy, dealing damage based on the level, in your case 1d6, to all targets within 3 meters. Now remember, each square is 1 meter. This counts as an area effect attack and can be evaded, but only if the character is aware of the rune. This is another one of those ones. It costs you 11 magicka to cast if you're going to add your willpower bonus to damage, or it will cost you 8 to cast if you're choosing not to get that bonus damage. Okay. So 3 meters, and that's a 3 meter radius. So like if you set like the rune here, for instance, it would be there. So you're going to want to situate yourself
back at least as far as Gadar. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you thinking?
This one thinks if you put it over here and we make some noise to get its attention, then as it comes, it explodes.
I will try.
It will also... This is going to be
My
interesting
light
because
is
when
problem.
you cast it, you do need to have free hands, although Sidura can cast her magic with one of, I think it's her short sword, because it has the focus trait.
Yeah, and she's just holding that right now.
Do you
Okay.
need one hand free or two hands free to cast magic?
Normally you need two hands free unless you've got the a focus weapon, or if you've got like I think your bow might be focused as well, Gadar. I can't remember if it, but you can still cast with one hand free. I think it's a -20 to the roll though, so it's tricky to do so.
No focus for me.
So-
Okay.
No focus. Okay, not on either of the bows.
Nope.
Okay.
But I have claws, so I'm never without weapons.
Yep. So, what would you like to do, Sidora?
I'd like for Gadar to show me the way, and I think the problem though is that I do have a torch and a short sword, so I would need to put away my short sword and probably can't even hold the torch either, right?
Gadar will hold torch. This one will hold the torch for you.
Okay. So if you hold the torch and then just show me, it'll be okay, Gadar. Show me where it was. I will put a rune down.
We'll move over this way.
Sure. And let me.
And he's gonna point and say, "I was there when I saw it."
So, Sidora, why don't you give us a stealth check too? I'm assuming you guys are trying to sneak up here carefully.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I was 70? My goodness. Let me make a... Well, fortunately, I did not roll any better than you, so you're able to make your way over. There's maybe like a moment where you miss. There's a little bit of a jawbone of some animal, and you hit it, and there's a brief moment where you both look at one another like, fuck, did he hear? And all you can hear down that corridor is does not move.
All right, then.
This one is not planning to die today, Sidora.
Sidora's trying to get up then to here, where she'll kind of put the rune into this square.
Yeah, let's do this then. Why don't you each give us a 1d6, add your initiative bonus, and put that in your area. I do not have a very good initiative.
This one is skittish of Sidora's fire magic.
Nice. There's a 16. So if you've got... Here, I'll update here for you. There you go.
Oh, I got it. Sorry.
Okay, so then Sidora. We're going to start tracking in actions because it will hear the audible component of your spell. You could cast it without, but it's a -20.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay.
I will, yeah.
And Jamie, I'm going to hold on to the torch because I can fight with a spear one-handed. And if you need one hand free with your focus weapon to cast spells.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so let me do this. I will turn your light off, and I'll put bright light on Gadar. Because if we're going to have a dynamically lit map, why the heck not use it? There you go. Sidora, you can see once again?
So exciting.
Yes.
This is awesome.
All right. So first, 1 AP, you're going to cast Fire Rune.
Yes.
Go ahead. So your... I think your stamina is down by 1 right now because you spent that stamina point to get that extra attack on the skeever, so you'll be down to 2. Are you casting full power?
Yes.
Okay. So this will be 11 magicka. Go ahead and give us a destruction roll, please.
All right.
Would you like to luck point that?
Yes. Yes, I would.
It's like,
Just try that again. All right.
Come on, big money. There you go.
Yes.
Is that less than your willpower?
It is.
Willpower's 39.
Mine's 34.
Not 34, yeah.
And
So still too high. It's still 5 points over my
willpower. Okay. Would you like to spend another luck point?
49 I rolled? Yeah.
Okay.
I really would. All right.
Come on.
Now.
There you
Yes.
go. Oh, easy. All right. So what does it look like as your fire rune manifests?
So this is the version that is essentially going to wait for him to come into the proximity. And so I think there's like this glowing pattern that appears on the ground that almost like this Dunmar, character, that sort of appears on the ground, and then it starts to kind of like dim a little bit.
You have 2 more action points, and you can move whenever you like.
All right. I think that the other actions I am going to, I will step back now to get out of the range of its blast.
Okay.
First, and then
Here, I'll give you it was right here, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that should be out of the range, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And
Remember, moving is not an action.
mm-hmm.
So you could bank a 1 AP to ready an action, like you could. I mean, so you could cast another spell if you want. Okay, I guess first off, 11 magicka, so take 11 off of your blue bar.
Oh, yeah.
And then anything else you wish to do on your turn with your AP?
No, I think he'll save his other action.
She?
Or she, yeah.
All right, then Gadar.
Another quick question. Do I use my agility to attack with my spear and my short bow, or
Yes,
do I
you can choose to use. There's a couple of spells that are a couple of skills that are listed with. It's kind of how you choose to use them.
Okay.
That you can choose which one. Like for instance, one thing I fucking love: Persuade uses both personality or strength. So if you're playing an orc who wants to scare the shit out of something, you can use your strength to do your persuade rolls.
Okay. I am going to spend an action to cast Fortify Agility.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Fortify. Did you look up the spell? Or
Yes. It costs 9, and it boosts my agility by 5 for
okay.
1 round.
Fortify. Okay, actually, but you get to reduce that by your willpower bonus because I assume you're going to cast it in the cautious way. Like every spell can always be cast in a way that it reduces the cost by your agility, by your willpower bonus. But there are some spells where you get a benefit for spending the full cost, like the damaging spells.
Can I make it last longer if I spend more?
No, because you only know it at 1, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever what you know it at is what you're capped at casting it at.
Yeah, it just says 1 round for whatever level it is, but...
Yep. So it'll be for... Oh, no. Oh, sorry. That is a good question. Your upkeep. What upkeep is, any spell that has an upkeep on it, you can just, once the duration expires, you can spend that point again.
Okay. And just spend the action and the points? Okay.
Actually, a good question about the fire rune. What's the duration of it?
Like upkeep. Does upkeep just cost the same amount of
persist
magic?
indefinitely. That's fucking amazing. You can put a fire rune behind you, carry on in your exploration, and you'll know if someone comes behind you. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Okay, so Gadar, would you like to... That'll be a restoration check then?
Spell. Original cost, okay.
And do you have nothing in your hands right now? I thought you have a torch in your hand.
Oh, that's right. I do have a torch in my hand.
Okay. So here, if you...
I will put both weapons down, cast a spell, and then pick them back up.
Yeah, sure. That sounds... so it'll be 1 AP to pick up each of the things.
Well, can I leave the torch on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so place them down. Go ahead and give us your restoration check.
Okay, restoration.
Nice!
Yes!
Awesome! What does it look like as you cast your Fortify Agility?
Okay, he'll cast a spell. He starts glowing a bit, and all of a sudden, like the tendons under his fur start tightening up, and the hair sticks up, and he seems to be like almost vibrating in place.
Amazing. All right, so that is 1 AP for that.
Yep, and reach down and pick up the spear.
Okay, that's 2 AP.
And I will hold my last one.
You got it. All right,
So
this thing
6.
definitely heard you guys.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, come on, Smelly.
And it starts stalking over. All right, I got a move of 10. So let's start moving to see you guys. 1, 2, 3. Diagonals just count as 1, guys. Well, for this one, we'll 2. What do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it sees you. 5. How close is it before your rune goes off?
I'd say once they're within one.
Within
square
one square? Okay, so I'm at 6, and then why don't you give us a 1d6 plus 3 damage?
Come on, max damage.
Nice! Amazing! Oh man, it's 1 less than his wound threshold too. Although this thing is not a chump. So this, look at this. I will tell you, just so you have a judge of it, its armor is going to be a 3. So if you're hitting it, it's always going to reduce by 3. But magic goes right through it. Look at that. It's blazing and uncovered by the flames that come from your rune. It could evade, but it did not see your rune. So that was 6. Let's see here. 7. And I am 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. All right. So I am actually with a great axe. It is a 3-meter range. So it's going to be able to hit you now. So let's see here. Gadar, I think I'll do 1 attack on you. Would you like to spend that last AP to do either... you can't really counterattack because you're... Oh, did you put both hands on your spear?
Yeah, I don't have the torch in my hand.
Okay. So then...
But, I would like to evade.
Oh, evade, okay. So then I will make my attack roll. I got a 1 at my degrees of success. Go ahead and give us an evade.
54, that's agility based, right?
Agility based, correct.
And because I boosted my agility is now 59.
Nice! Amazing! What's it look like? Now hold on, and you rolled a 5, which means your degrees of success are better, although I want to make sure it's parry degrees of success matter, and I think with evade they do as well. Let's see.
We're all learning. I'm just over here like biting my nails.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if both characters succeed on an evade, the defense wins. So there is, he swings that massive axe of his, and you just duck out of the way.
Yeah, you see Gadar, he like Matrix leans down and pops back up. Missed me, Smelly.
And then I will do 1 attack on Sadura. Oh, I can only do 2 attacks, so I do 1 on each of you guys? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, would you like to defend against this?
Yes. I'll try to evade.
Try to evade as well. Okay. I succeeded with a 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
So you just need to succeed in this. You don't need to beat me in. I think that's less than your agility, right?
It is.
Nice. Yeah. So it swings at you. Kind of scratches the wall, Gadar. Swings a second time at you, Sadura. It smashes at the ground. Sparks fly up. And then as its final action, I think it will spend a... Let's see here. Is it bash I want to do? I'm going to spend one of its fatigue points and try and knock you down, Gadar.
Oh no.
So a bash is a stamina action. Here we go. That is, I think, right at the beginning. Yes, here we go. So you can use either athletics or unarmed combat to resist this. No, you can use athletics, unarmed combat, or evade to try and avoid this.
And this doesn't cost me an action point to do?
No, this is actually, because it's a special action, it doesn't cost you anything. You automatically get to resist this.
Okay, let me see. Evades novice.
I failed.
Okay.
No, oh, fuck no, I succeeded. I succeeded with a 6.
Athletics.
How's that compare to... I think athletics uses either strength or endurance.
Oh. Well, that's not near that. Spend a luck point?
You could, yeah.
Yes, let's try that again. Come
Although
on.
I got a 6 degrees success.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I clicked it before you said that.
Oh, that's okay. No, this is you wouldn't. I assume you wouldn't have spent the luck point then.
No.
Because yeah. All right. So this thing does hit you, which means you are knocked back. So you're just sort of knocked back into the corner here, and
loses 1 AP.
You will lose 1 AP at the start of next round.
And I have to test acrobatics to avoid falling prone.
Oh yes, yeah. So go ahead and give us an acrobatics check. Okay. Which will be either strength or agility.
Nope, I'm on the ground.
Okay, so it hits you and knocks you on the ground, the flat of your blade. Sadura.
Ouch.
Yeah. However, it is out of action points now. This is one of the things you can kind of like visualize. I mean, you can both sort of like play on a meta level where you're tracking how many action points they spend, but it's also in the fiction. You'd be knowing this thing has overextended itself, so it can't spend an action point to take an attack of opportunity if you wanted to get in closer, say, Sadura.
I think she does. She will try to pop in closer and slash at it with her short sword.
Okay. What is the range of your short sword? Is it 2 meters or 1 meter? I would say under the, sorry, I didn't put that in the...
It's 1 meter.
1 meter. Okay, so yeah, that's perfect. You're exactly where you need to go. All right, so you're in, and then what would you like to... you're going to attack. I cannot defend. So long as you get a hit here.
Yeah, I think she'll just flat out swing here at it.
Okay.
And hope it hits.
So that solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage second time for. I think that one's proven as well. Okay.
Sword is yes.
So it's 4, and does the sword do slashing or splitting damage? Slashing. Okay. So this guy. Well, here's the thing. So this guy does have partial armor. You have advantage. And remember we mentioned that one of the things you could do with advantage is to do a piercing strike, I think it's called.
Oh, Kev, his short sword says he treats armors 1 step lower. Does that...
Which is awesome, which means it treats it as unarmored. That's important because it means you don't even need advantage to hit this thing. Well, let me put the chat in for George here. And we'll bring our Red Guard mage over. And let me grab his token. So let's say this guy had full armor instead. If you would hit him, you only get to do that extra strength bonus damage when you hit an unarmored area. But a short sword, because it's a whatever it is, a finesse weapon or something like that, it treats it as partial armor instead of full armor. And then you could also spend your advantage to go from partial armor to unarmored. This is you going in and you just have a great weapon for getting in there and hitting an unarmored area. It means you get to do the slashing damage then.
Okay.
So let's see here. George?
Yep.
I hope we didn't step out of line here by suggesting you're going to play the Destruction Mage.
I'll try.
Very out of character for you, I know.
Compromise.
This one recalls a common saying in the lands of elsewhere. A wizard is always on time.
That's right.
So you, Nizran, you have an initiative bonus of plus 11. Would you give us a 1d6 and add 11 to the total?
Okay.
And that'll be your initiative.
12.
Fortunately, that is faster than the giant undead thing that has come lumbering down the hallway. So, what we were just going through, Sidura just deked into this thing and has cut in. That is 4 plus your strength bonus is 4. That's 7 points of damage. The thing is, it still gets to apply its full... One of the things I had a difficult time reconciling before is full armor, partial armor, unarmored matter for the purpose of whether you get to do slashing damage or other types of things that can hit unarmored. That's separate from the armor rating. So the armor rating on this thing is a 3, so I subtract 3 from it, but that still means you did 4 points of damage. Okay. So that is 1 attack. You have 2 more action points. What would you like to do with them? One of them can be an attack, and one of them can be something else.
She'll go ahead and spend 1 more to attack.
Go right ahead. That is a hit once again. You can't get better damage than that.
No.
So that is 10 in total, minus 3, which means it is down to 0 at this point. So it'll start suffering wounds. You have 1 more action.
She will save her final action here.
Okay.
And if she can move still, she'll step back to where she was.
Yeah. And because it's off balance, it doesn't have an opportunity to respond. All right. Nizran, you are sprawled out on the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it?
Sorry, not Nizran. Gadar. Gadar is.
What does it take an action point to stand up?
It does, yeah.
Okay, so I'll stand up.
So special action, you roll to your feet.
Only got 1 action left because he knocked 1 out of me.
Oh shit! Yeah, right.
But I sense blood. This one senses blood. He's going to move up and try to 2-hand jab him with his spear.
What is the range of your spear?
It is 3 meters or 2 if it's in 1 hand.
Okay, so are you using 1 hand or 2 hands on this?
2.
So you're going to want to be at 3 meters away then.
I can't use it closer?
No.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll do that then.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Perfect. That's why it was staying where it was, actually. All right, so go ahead and make your attack. I can't defend because I'm out of action points. That looks like a hit to me. So that is 9. Any special traits with a spear?
I get to roll damage twice. So
nice.
That's an 11.
Awesome. So
and let's see.
It's slashing, right?
Double check spear. It is impaling, slashing, proven. Yeah.
Oh, impaling does something as well. Impaling is... Let's see here. Here we go. Weapon traits.
Impaling. Tax opportunity.
Oh.
Okay.
Isn't impaling the thing, I think that you...
They stop moving if I get
If you get it with attack of opportunity, you hold it in place. Yeah, that's awesome.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So just 11 damage, I think?
11 damage. You do have an advantage because it couldn't defend, so you could step down its armor from partial to unarmored and hit that unarmored area.
Yeah, and that'll give me my strength to damage.
Yep.
Strength bonus.
So that's 11. So it'll be 14 points of damage. That is enough to hit its wound threshold. So let's see here. You know what? Let's have it drop then.
This one does not like being knocked to the dirt. How do you like it?
So, your first Draugr drops to the ground. And I think what you see as well, Nizran. So you are from again, it's going to be a stretch for you, George, but the Red Guard traditionally eschew mages. They typically are a warrior and very sword-focused society. There's kind of an element of like feudal Japan to the feel for Red Guard's culture. mixed with kind of a freebooter, kind of pirate vibe as well. You are definitely atypical for a Red Guard.
Yep, it makes sense.
Their homeland is a lot of deserty areas with a bit of oases and a huge sea they have access to.
It's effectively like the Tamriel equivalent of the Mediterranean. So,
got it.
All right,
Cool.
so Nizran, let's assume that. Do we want to give any reason for why you snuck down here? What these guys have come is they overheard.
Didn't I just awaken? No, I'm kidding.
He started us. Right.
You're awake. So what? I think Nizran, maybe you overheard these two in the tavern making their way down. Someone overheard a hunter came back telling this wild tale about this. He stumbled across some kind of entrance to a tomb, and he talked tales about some giant door he found down there. And then he heard some terrible thing down there that turned his hair white, and he came racing back. But you have all come here. So, what would you guys like to do next?
Ghidorah yanks his spear out of the corpse and wipes it on the floor and says, "This one thought the troll ate you. You were late."
So I kind of, looking around, will stride over toward them, looking around for any potential threats. I am not late. I arrived precisely when I mean to. Taking a cue from Jonathan.
Yes.
So Nizran has a healthy selection of different spells he can use.
Yes, I was looking at that.
I'll give you a quick rundown for armor. Is to reduce damage on you. It has I think 10-minute duration. Levitate moves you up and down. Magic armor gives you armor against magical effects. Normally, magic does damage right through armor. You do not get protection from it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shields can provide half protection unless they've got some other enchantment on them. Open is a way to unlock things. Repairs damaged weapons. Damage is very easy in this. It's damage. Like you apply 1 point of damage, 2 points damage, 3 points damage to stuff. Okay. Ward is your shield spell and can be used as a reaction.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. Fireball, damage in a big area. Fire Bite, a melee attack where you whack someone with it. Fire Bolt, up to 100 meters away. Each square is 1 meter.
Okay.
Fire Rune, you create a bomb and you set a condition for it to go off. Proximity, condition, time, or at your command.
Yeah, Sidura made very good use of that, luring this thing in here.
Yeah. Frostbolt and Shockbolt do the same thing, just different types of damage. Detect Magic is exactly what it sounds like. Dispel, same thing, but your Dispel is not super... You were more about blowing shit up than you were about hitting other things. And Telekinesis is like Mage Hand.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yep. All right. Cool.
Each of your damaging spells, you can cast them in 2 different ways. Restrained or unrestrained. If you restrain it, you reduce the cost by your willpower bonus, and I think you got like a 5.
Let's see here.
4.
Willpower bonus is 4, yeah.
Okay, so you can reduce the cost of any spell you're casting by 4, but if you don't reduce it, with your damaging spells, you get to add your willpower bonus to damage.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So I can shift it one... It's kind of like power attack for magic.
Precisely. You're just using more magicka to get it done. Your blue bar is your magicka. Okay. You get that back only when you're resting. If you take a short rest, you get your intelligence bonus in magicka back. If you complete a long rest, you get all of your magicka back. You also have, I think, any of you who can cast spells, I think you've got a magicka potion as well that can restore 8 points.
Okay.
Okay.
I see where under the notes, the different possibilities for costs.
Yeah.
For bolt spells, fireball and fire bite.
Yep.
For all of the other spells, is it the cost is the cost equal to the level of the spell? Like detect magic 1? Is it 1 that I
No,
spend?
it's depends on spell, but I'm going to forward you. I forgot to do this, George. I'm sending you the core rulebook right now.
Okay, cool.
And again, for those listening at home, I'll include a link to this stuff down below in the description of the video after we finish the stream. But it depends on what level you're casting it at. It sets what the thing is, and then with any of your other spells, you can assume, unless it gives you an option for overcasting, you can assume that you will reduce the cost by your willpower bonus, because there's no reason to not cast it at restrained. The reason you cast the damaging spells at unrestrained is because you get to add your willpower bonus to it.
Got it. Okay. So it's only going to be the fire bite, firebolt, fireball are really the ones, and the other bolt spells. I mean,
yep.
And runes, that sort of thing.
Ward. Hold on, your ward. Let me double check.
And also, of course, I had to print my character sheet, so I'm just grabbing a printer.
That's amazing.
I can't. Just do analog.
I felt there would be a safe to make.
George, I'm using my iPad.
Your
that's good.
There is a reason to overload your ward spell, because if you cast your ward is at a 1.
Yeah.
When you cast it, it gives you a break rating and a block rating and for both magic and physical of 6. But if you spend the full 3 points to cast it, you get to add your willpower bonus to that. And the reason that matters is because if you choose to block, you subtract. If you successfully block, you subtract that from the damage that they do. If it doesn't get through your spell, then it doesn't injure you at all.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And that's the one that can be used as I mean, I'll have it here now. I'll look it up. But I can use it as a reaction only if I have enough action points remaining.
Yeah, you still need to have the action points for it. That is the thing, is the 3 action points. One big difference in this over some other like D100 games we played is that counterattack is a thing. So you can choose to, if you have the action points, when someone attacks you, you can choose to make it a counterattack.
Oh, I see. So basically, if I had saved or do I have to declare that on my own turn that I'm going to use?
You need to have the action point to do that, but it's not on your turn. It's someone else's turn.
So I don't have to declare on my turn that that's how I'm spending that action point off my turn. I can just wait and save an action point for whatever I might want to use it for.
It's also worth pointing out your rapier has an enchantment on it called Focus, so you can cast your spells unrestricted while you have your rapier in your hand.
Fantastic.
You may be a red guard mage, but you're still a red guard first, so you need to be able to fight with. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, great.
All right.
I think I've got it.
All right. What would you guys like to do next? Okay, so Godar has the torch on him.
Yep. One handing the spear.
Okay. What are you guys doing next? Does sound like there may be more things stirring deeper in the crypt.
Well, what have you encountered thus far?
George really wants to see handouts.
I'll show him.
Yeah. This one slew a skeever, and Sidora slew 2.
And?
Oh. Yes.
So,
foul creatures.
What would you guys like to do next?
This one would like to ruffle through the pockets of the dead corpse.
Good point. Oh, yeah, one thing that... Oh, yes, right, we've got loot tables! This game just offers everything I love about like random treasure.
It's like playing Skyrim, like, of course you're going to look what the corpse has on it.
Hell yeah, you're going to loot. There's a reason I put fucking chests in here. So, go ahead and give
me some bone dust.
Also, inside there are rules for traps in this, so proceed with caution. Give us a Sean, if you were looking on this thing, why don't you give us a 1d8 roll, please?
2.
Ooh, what did I? So, for one thing, there is that axe. And would you give us a 1d20 roll? 4. Within this thing's filthy remains, you can see that there are, like, pressed in against its rotted flesh, 4 drakes worth of discolored coins. Okay.
Suspected bandit.
Yes. Suspected.
This one grabs the battle axe and throws it near the stairs. We'll take this out later.
Okay. This is one interesting thing because you guys there are great rules for encumbrance in this that are fairly easy to manage. I think the encumbrance for great swords are like 4 or 5. Or great axes, I should say. So this shit is heavy.
Well, my spear is a 2, so...
Yeah, some jackass already loaded you guys up. It's almost like I wanted you to feel weighted down. Let's see here. Great axe weighs... Encumbrance 4. So
we'll leave that by the door and get it on the way out.
Okay. You clatter it down. You can hear more things stirring from within.
Yeah. Gadar walks over to Nizran and says, Nizran, you hold torch. I'll sneak ahead.
Okay.
So
dark vision is only the Khajiit can see in the dark. Now give me 2 seconds here, Gadar. I'm going to set something up so you can see it.
I think the Orsamar have it too.
Oh, do they? Like maybe in fiction they do. I don't think they do in the game.
Really?
Yeah. Nope.
Oh no. Oh, maybe is it the Argonians? No.
Oh, maybe Argonians. I haven't made an Argonian character yet.
Yeah. It's the beast races are special.
Beast races are quite special. Though arguably again, I have spent so much time listening to so many lore videos. I spent 2.5 hours listening to something about Khajiit mysticism.
Love the Khajiit.
So,
they're my favorite
never
race.
let it be said that I won't put the work in to learn a setting I'm not familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that is... I've got stuff set up where I need it. Gadar, why don't you give us a stealth check?
Gotcha. He's going to switch to a short bow again and then move ahead.
Okay. Oh, hey, let me set up the lighting. Hold on, I'll get... So you're not lighting up the way down there.
Oh, no.
So, let's see here. Turn off bright light. Turn off low light. There we go.
Why do I roll high?
Yeah. Okay, so would you like to spend a luck point?
I totally would, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, George, your green bar is your luck points.
Yeah.
Who is carrying the torch now? Is it Nizran is? Okay, great.
Yeah, but my question is, if I have a blade in one hand and a torch in another hand, can I still cast spells, or do I?
You can, but you would take a -20 to your roll.
Yeah.
But you could, as a free action, drop the torch.
Drop it. Okay.
And
cool.
as long as it doesn't go out, and I mean,
well, we might have to take our chances.
yeah. So
I'm gonna light things up either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it goes out, so might just be a quick flash, but something.
Yeah. So Gadar, go ahead and move your speed forward.
Once you lose sight of this one's tail, follow.
So the speed number is number of meters. Number
Correct.
of meters, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like so the movement is not an action point thing. You can move and you can split up your move throughout your turn or over the course of the round. Like when it comes to your turn, you'll get your 3 action points, and then you'll be able to choose to spend what ones you would like or not.
And then, but that movement is not counted against the action points.
Correct. You could spend an action point to dash, which would then allow you to, like I've got right here, George, if you want. Not all this is 100% correct, but most of it is. Like 90% of what's on there is correct. I mentioned to the guys too, I may have had a feeling about this game because it's card stock. I had the handouts.
Card stock. Nice.
All right, so...
This one sneaks around the corner and sees the chest, but also danger.
Yeah, so what you see up ahead there, Gadar, it appears that there are 2 more of this risen dead who seem to have come stalking down here, but only one of them is carrying, let's shake it up here, ooh, an ancient maul, and the other one you can see has a shield. So, and yes, there is a chest there.
They have not seen this one yet.
No, they seem to be completely unaware of you. You can smell them.
This one would like to ambush them.
Okay. So if you'd like, if we're going to drop into combat, let me add an initiative tracker here. And let's have everyone go ahead and roll 1d6 plus your initiative score, and go ahead and add that in the initiative tracker. I only got a 1 once again. I'm rolling terrible. Yeah, nice. Holy shit, Sidora. Awesome. And this run, that's pretty fucking good too.
Yeah, I'm not sure how surprise works in this game, so we're about to find out.
Basically, so the way it works, let me double check. I believe it's that they can't spend action points. Like they can't react to things they don't know about. So then let's do this. Godard did say to follow when he can't see his tail. Nizran, can you see his tail still?
No.
Okay.
I cannot.
So would you like to... So Sidora, what would you like to do? You're up first.
She's
I think you're unaware that... Sorry to interrupt, but I don't think you're aware that Godard is going to track. But if you guys want to have moved yourselves a little bit, stalking behind him.
Okay, yeah. I might have gone up to here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he popped into mine too.
Would you guys like to take any actions?
Can I see what is? I mean, he's in dim lighting for me, so I think I can just make out his shadow. Can I see that he's taking any fast? Like obviously he was moving slowly, stealthily. Is he now seem to be?
Yeah,
he's frozen.
He's frozen, and he's pulling back on his short bow, about to do something.
And you see, his tail is probably moving in such a way that he's like, it's focused.
Flicking, it's going.
Nice.
Like he's about to pounce.
Okay, so I look over to Sidora and say, "Trouble ahead."
Okay. Then Sidora will close the distance a little more until she can get a clear view.
Okay.
And
can you see anything there? I don't think.
I don't think so. No, I think my
torch.
limitation is the torch right now. So she may need to.
You can choose to. So here's one way to not waste an AP. You could choose to set a contingent condition of something like, if I see something, I'm going to attack, or if I see something, I'm going to do some defensive action. Otherwise, it just costs you one action to pass, one action point to pass, and then you just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll sort of ready an attack that if I see something near Godard, that I will attack it with my short bow.
Okay, so you got your short bow right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Done. Nisran.
Okay. I'm going to start. I'm just going to move. 1, 2, 3.
So hold on. Let's assume you moved up half of your move and then you're seeing, because you guys are we're trying to kind of capture like a single moment here where you guys were walking forward. Godard had just stopped and he's about to ambush this guy. It just so happens you guys roll better initiative.
So I'll move up 5 squares. I have an 11 move, so I'll go with 5 squares.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Because my intention was to move up as far as I could.
Yeah.
Because I'm red guard.
You're also carrying a torch, so there is. Let's see. Can you?
That was the other thing.
Yes. So there's a vague form you can see ahead.
Yes. So I dropped the torch.
Okay.
At that point, and because it's me playing this character, I'm going to cast a fire bolt to start with.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mess around. I'm just gonna cast it normally.
At
and
full cost?
So if I do it restrained, that means
you do not add your willpower bonus to damage, but it reduces the cost by your willpower bonus.
I think I'm gonna start out with that. So I'll reduce
with the restrained
cost.
one?
Yeah, just because I can't see it very well. I don't know how much damage it can take, that sort of thing. So it's sort of like a shot to just get a sense of what I'm dealing with here.
Yep. So I'll tell you one thing I do really love about this game too is it really only has a narrow range of modifiers. It's like -10, -20, +10, +20. So everything fits within there. I say that only because, and I love the game. I love Warhammer Fantasy 4th. Having an entire page worth of modifiers that are increments of 10 or 20 is a lot to look through for anything. Minus 10 to your destruction roll then.
Okay.
So why don't you go in?
This sheet works if I click here.
If you click on it, we'll tell you what you're rolling here. Okay, so what you're looking at is, you rolled a 93 on this. So there's two things you're looking at. The 10 stage on a success becomes your success level. So you want to roll as high as you can without going over, and then you compare the number you rolled to your stat. So this is a willpower. Any spellcasting uses willpower.
46, which is a 46.
So that is a fail. So what you could, and that also is one, it's actually one higher because it's minus 10 to the ambient conditions. You can spend a luck point. You have 4 of them. You can spend a luck point and reroll.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So here we go. 66.
96. You rolled better.
Oh my god. You want to spend another luck point, or?
I don't want to blow through them too quickly. We do have some time left, so I'm just gonna subtract that spell point, that luck point.
Yeah, so it'll be. You did 3, right?
I had, now I'm at 3 out of 4.
You cast at level 3.
Oh, sorry. Yes, cast at level 3. I was just going to ask: no matter whether you succeed or fail, you still pay the magic a cost. Okay.
Yep. Right. So then that is minus your. You did cast it. It restrains us only 4 points.
Okay. And so just so I don't ask you, so this is. I'm just looking at the rule book. That is. It was a bolt type spell.
Yep.
So casting level 3 would be normally 8 cost, and then I get to subtract my willpower of bonus of 4. That's how I get to the cost.
Correct. That's how you get there. Exactly.
All right, got it.
So subtract that for your blue bar, and then that was actually only one action though. You have 2 more.
Yeah. So
you can only attack twice though.
And as attack, can I cast 2 spells in a turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do the same thing.
Second verse, same as the first.
48.
Is that a success? Remember that actually should be a 58 because you.
Oh right, to the 10.
Yep.
So 58, and my target number is. So wait a second. So this is where I get a little bit confused. So I have a 76%. Okay.
It's because of the way the character sheet works. The reason this is getting more complicated is because the character sheet is set up to roll and to apply a modifier. I have no earthly idea why they set it up this way, but
I needed a 46 or lower in order to succeed.
Correct, and you rolled a 48, 58 because you got plus
58.
Yeah. Would you like to spend luck?
I'll do one more luck.
Okay.
Why not? Try to get this right.
There you go.
Okay, so that would have actually been a 4 instead of a -4.
Yeah. So this thing, now here's the thing. They do get, when you are aware of an attack, even if it's not your round, you can still spend action points to try and defend. So it did see your torch, unfortunately. It was alerted, so it saw your torch. What that means is it can try and evade. It does not have a shield, so it needs to evade. You rolled a 2. So if I'm looking at what you rolled, a 26, right? So you rolled a 2, which means if I roll a 3 or higher, or 2 or higher, then I win, and the attack is negated. I do not successfully evade, so go ahead and roll damage. It'll be 1d8.
Yeah. Oops. 8. There we go. 7.
Now again, normally these things have plate armor, which will reduce damage by 3, but magic goes right through that.
Awesome.
So you've hit it.
All right. So I see. It's a firebolt. It goes flame through past Gadar. 2 of them go flying past. One of them go like cling off like to the side, slams into the wall.
Yep.
Oh, and but that gave me a little bit of like sight of it for a brief moment, and I'm like, oh, my second shot is then therefore more accurate.
Okay.
Hits the thing. I see it light up for a quick second, and I save my third action point to use as a reaction later.
Okay. Gadar, these things have not seen you. 3 action points. What would you like to do?
Can I do like a targeted body location on them?
Yeah.
And do they have a part that is not armored?
Yeah, the head. So it would be. So that's a 2 action point all out attack, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Do you want to spend your 3rd action point to aim as well?
I would like to spend a stamina point so I can get an extra action this turn.
Nice. Okay.
And that goes to 2.
And then I think it is. Let's see here. A call shot is -10, -20.
Okay, so I'm adding 10 to my final roll. It looks like.
Yes. Yeah. In net. Okay.
Come on, shoot it in the head.
I will tell you too, John. You can spend a stamina point at any point. So if you want to save for a reaction, like I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could just do that. Spend it when you need it.
Okay, I put that back.
Yep.
Not that.
Because you can also spend stamina points. Every stamina point you add gives +2 damage after a hit.
I'm going to be using the broadhead for the slashing damage.
Okay.
But here goes. Ah,
that is a hit. It was totally unaware of you. Is it proven?
It is, yes.
Go ahead and roll twice. See if we can get that 6.
1. Nah.
Okay. So that's 6. It's not armored, and it is 7, 8, 9 from slashing.
And it can't react, right? So
Cannot react.
So I get advantage, so I can add my strength bonus to it.
No. The fact that it's slashing and you hit an unarmored area, that's what gives you the slash damage. You could add your luck, half your luck bonus if you want.
Oh yes, I'll do that for another 2.
Another 2. You got it. So what's that? 11 total.
11. Yes.
Look at this. And I need to make a check against a wound because that does exceed his wound threshold.
His tail goes as he fires a shot.
It succeeded. So you nearly. It was torched by Nizran's attack. Oh, and this is the way advantage works on that. If I failed I forgot because you can add the burning thing if it fails. If you get advantage on the roll. So what advantage is, George, is if you succeed, it's something you get on the result, like the contested rolls. I failed my evade, which means you would have had advantage. So in addition to it being hit, it could gain the burning condition, which is equal to your willpower bonus. So it means at the start of its turn, it takes 4 points of fire damage. And then it increases by 1. So the longer it burns, the more damage it takes. So so it is on fire as well for your sword. I should have thought of the advantage for you.
That's okay. And for my movement, Godar's going to move back and try to get behind this wall for a little bit of cover. And then he's going to say, oh, you snuck up on me.
Hey, nice. All right, so then it is all right, this thing is on fire right now. So
joggers and fire.
It is down to 0, which means I think it needs to. There's 2 things that happen when you hit 0 wounds. One of them is if you take damage.
Having mages. Mages are fun.
Yeah, mages are fucking cool.
Yes, I concur.
So you run out of magic points.
In general. Well, but then you call upon like an unchained forgotten god or something?
Okay.
You mean the Daedric Lords?
Okay, so this thing, it collapses down, shatters to the ground, burning still because of Nizran's magic. The other one is going to stalk forward, though. So I have a move of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold on. 6, and because it's got a sword, it's a range of 2. So So actually, I do have to attack Nizran then.
Okay.
All right. So the way it works is, so my first action... Ooh, let's make this interesting.
Sure.
Ward spell.
I know. I literally, so that I don't have to flip back and forth too much, I have my PDF set on the, the general spells, whatever they're called, the sort of basic spells, and then I printed out all of my destruction spells, so I have them at my fingertips.
All right. So broadsword is 2 meters, and let me see here.
And do I have to declare I'm using my action point before they finish?
You always have an action before. I'll tell you what they're spending it on. You always have an opportunity to respond with a reaction.
Okay, but I don't wait until to see if they've hit me or not. I just decide before while they're making an attack.
Yeah, you always have to decide which of your defenses. Okay. And defenses against any attacks are you can choose to evade, to parry, to block if you have a shield, or if you've got that like a ward spell, or to counterattack. And counterattack doesn't count towards your total attacks per round, but attacks of opportunity do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you decide to go all out, there's a really good reason to use a spear in this game.
Huh. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm just checking the...
And all the other ones cost a single action point.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 2 action points to all-out attack here on Nizran, which gives me a plus 20 to my effective skill. So here's what we do. First, Nizran, would you like to defend?
Yes, I'm going to cast a ward spell.
Cast a ward spell, okay. So then what we do is, because a block, here's the way that the things differentiate themselves. An evade and a parry, you have to roll better than me if we both succeed. And then if you do succeed on either of those, you negate the damage whatsoever. If you block, you just need to succeed on your roll, but then we compare the BR, the break rating of your shield, against the damage. If your break rating is higher than the damage I do, it does nothing.
Okay.
Normally, as well, if you're carrying a shield, you could spend a stamina point on a successful thing to negate damage altogether, whether it broke your shield or not. You can't do that with that spell, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The final action, final option is to counterattack, in which case it's a contested thing. Whoever rolls higher, they're the ones who damage. And you technically could counterattack because your rapier also has a range of 2.
Interesting. I think I'm being a little bit cautious at the start, so I will go with the ward.
So I got a plus 20, and what this means is whatever my tens digit, I got a success of 2, so it's not great.
Okay, so now for this, it says it's a restoration spell, so I'm using restoration as the skill.
Correct.
Okay.
You're using restoration as a skill, and you roll it just as if you were trying to parry. Okay, so what is your resto?
Willpower.
Willpower is 46.
Wait, what's your level?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that's not explain. What's your level of training in resto?
Oh, you know what? For actually, interestingly, ward.
Oh no, ward is
under alteration.
That's the thing. It's under both. I think you have it as an alteration spell, don't you?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's alteration.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I was looking at the. I was looking at the
and here's the other question: entry. Are you spending? Are you overcharging it, or are you casting it restrained?
I've already gone through 8 points, so I'm gonna keep the restraint going.
But here's the thing.
I know that it would add to
if it's restrained, that's the thing, is that it means the break rating, the amount of damage I need to exceed in order to hurt you.
Yeah, it would be another 4. Sorry, what the heck? Let's go for it. So I will cast it unrestrained.
Okay.
So now here's the actual correct roll, which is alteration.
Okay.
Nope.
That still looks wrong. It's got a plus 20 to the roll, not a minus.
Hold up. Let's take a look at your character sheet. Nizran, your alteration
is apprentice.
Alteration is listing as untrained right now, so it should be. There we go. Okay, try that one more time.
Okay, one more time. Here we go.
4th time
24.
lucky. Nice. Okay, and then what we do is we look at your number. So you succeeded, but because it's a block, you don't need to compare target numbers. You automatically succeeded. Now, what is your ward? I think you got a 1. So what's the break rating of whatever's listed there for the spell strength plus your willpower bonus?
So 6 would be the spell strength, and then 4 would be my additional willpower bonus. So 10 total.
10. All right, so let's see here. I actually cannot roll enough to get through that. So it brings down this massive ancient Nordic iron sword. What does it look like as you get your ward up?
I think it's it looks like a translucent blue actual shield. Being a red, it would be red. A translucent because I'm a red guard, so it kind of looks like a big round shield.
Awesome.
That manifests.
And then its last AP, it is going to save. So it did one big hit. Then it is Sadura's turn. Now, Sadura, this is where Jamie is far too polite of a player to let me steamroll over. You technically could have taken an action, because I think you had readied an action to attack if you saw something, right?
Yeah, I guess this thing was at the edge of the shadow before that, right?
Oh, yeah, because that wall,
So
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
So would you like to, before it goes to your turn, do you want to spend a reaction and make use? Oh, hold on. I'm getting way ahead of myself. You still have a ton of AP left. So on our round, the way it works is we go through the first round. You didn't take your reaction, which you could, I guess, do now, and then it goes to your turn once again. You still have 2 AP left to spend.
Okay. Yeah, then Sadura will just shoot her short bow at the being, and she's gonna go with the broadhead here.
Okay, I am going to block because I've got my shield,
okay.
So I can try here. I got a 4 for my degree of success. How'd you do here? You got a 5. I take it that's a hit. That is a hit, so it tries to get up. You succeed. Oh, no, it's not contested. It's a block. It automatically gets in the way.
Okay.
Okay. So as long as I succeeded, I got in the way. So it gets a shield up. BR is 9, and that is 7. So it hits the shield. You have 2 more AP. What would you like to do?
Second shot.
So it'll be 1 AP to reload, and then 1 AP to fire.
I'll go for that. Yep.
Okay. It does not have a defense. Look at that. Nice. All right.
Hit anyway.
Roll damage again.
And,
this is
it's proven.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 4. I didn't have a defense, so you could have advantage. You could step down its armor, so be unarmored. I'm assuming you're using a broadhead again?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that is going to be... It has 3 armor, and... it took 7 points of damage, so that is 4. All right. And then that, I believe, is the end of the turn, because everyone has... Nizran, did you have any... No, you've used up all your AP. Gadar, you've used all your AP.
I had 1 left. I thought it was going to attack me.
Didn't you spend that stamina point to get that extra 1?
Oh, no, you're right. I was going to spend a stamina.
Yeah,
Never
so
mind.
then we're at the top of the round, which brings us back to Sadura. What are you doing, Sadura? 3 AP.
Okay. She's gonna keep shooting at this thing.
Okay, so it'll be 1 AP to reload.
Okay. And then the second AP will be a shot.
Go ahead. Can't defend again. That is a hit with... So again, I'll do the exact same thing. That is 3. Do you want to spend your last AP, or you want to save it?
No.
I'll save it.
Okay. Nizran, what are you doing?
All right. I'm going to now step up here if I can.
Okay. I will remind you, this stuff is 1 meter. Maybe you're doing a bite, but it is...
No, I'm going to attack it with my rapier.
What's your rapier's range?
I
think it's 2 meters, isn't it? It'll be under the items.
It's under items. Okay, sorry.
It reaches 2 meters.
Okay, so
there's a reason this thing's just using a broadsword because it's only 1 meter. You can, depending on the size of your weapon, you might be attacking up to 3 meters away. So where you are, you're free to attack with your rapier.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I will do so. So I think he's used some magic, and now he's gonna rely on his other specialty.
Okay.
And so here we go, rapier.
So it does have exploit weakness, which means you get to treat partial armor as unarmored. The reason that matters because it does slashing damage, and when you hit an unarmored location, you do a bonus equal to your strength bonus in damage.
Cool.
Okay, so that is a hit, and 4 point. It is proven. So go ahead and roll another attack just so we'll see what the damage is.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't sure how to handle
Nice.
that.
So 6, and that's plus 3 from your strength. So that's 9. That is a nice hit again. You have 2 more AP. Do you want to do anything else?
I'm gonna attack it again with the rapier.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nice hit.
Yes.
You can't roll better damage than that.
No, so I'll stick with the 7.
So that is 10, and actually that is enough to drop it.
All right, and then obviously I will save that other AP just in case there's another enemy lurking about.
If you guys take a moment and listen, does not appear there are any others here.
This one was going to stab it with a spear, but now I will loot its corpse.
It is way too close for a spear, though.
I was going to step back, pull it out, and stab it.
Oh, got it.
one-handed.
Okay. All right. Then, what would you guys like to do now?
I'm gonna pick up that torch before it gutters out.
Yep. And I thought I heard something about looting.
Looting, yes.
Yeah.
Jamie, would you give us 2d8 rolls, please? And we'll have Gadar and Isran roll the effects. Well, now that's
Wow.
pretty interesting.
Corpse explosions.
I never know if interesting is good or bad.
There's a treasure chest. This one's a treasure chest on the other side of the wall.
Okay. So,
Excellent.
where is it? I need this, I think.
Author saying we're having too much fun.
All right, so then
No such thing, Arthur.
would both John and George each give us a D100 roll, please?
Okay.
76.
Nice. So Gadar,
93.
stored in this thing's clearly it might have been in some part of enchanted item before, but what you find, Gadar, is a common soul gem.
Ooh, shiny.
Now, what a soul gem is, George, magic is horrific in the Elder Scrolls. Soul gems are exactly what they sound like. When something dies, you pull its soul into a trap to be able to make use of it. Every
The really bad
adversary...
stuff, the black ones are human souls.
Yeah,
Everything else you can get from monsters.
Exactly. White souls are from every adversary you face in the game. I have a souls rating on it, so you can tell how many you steal from it if you use the trap
my
soul
God.
spell.
And you use the enchanting skill in order to enchant stuff with magic.
And what you find, Nizran, is a grand soul gem.
Ooh.
So a
course,
common soul gem is worth 250 drakes. A grand soul gem, 1,250 soul drakes, but it has an encumbrance of 1. What that means is everyone has a carry rating on them, and I'm not sure who's got capacity yet. You're actually, Nizran, you have a carry rating at 20, and you're only at 9 right now.
Okay, yeah, so then I will keep it on me unless someone else
Yeah,
wants
so
it.
there's this big magical gem that's in this thing. What would you guys like to do next?
One of them had a shield on it. Is it still serviceable?
The shield is usable. Is a shield part of your combat style, though?
I wasn't asking for myself. Maybe Nizran.
Oh, okay.
A shield's not going to really work for me because I really need to have one hand free at all times, and the other hand needs to be on a rapier.
I will say that if something is outside of your combat style, it's only a -10 to your governing stat, whether you use it. Actually, for blocks, it's always strength. So it'd be minus strength, or whatever your strength is, -10. But
I think I want to be lighter on my on my feet and use my ward spells and other options for
Yep.
dealing with. Yeah,
and that is very Redguard style. Like you fight much more like fencing, swashbuckling style. Typically,
cool. I got that sense of with the freebooter kind of like feel that they have too.
Yeah. You're also a pirate, so
yeah.
I know again it's gonna be a stretch for you playing a scoundrel style.
Damn it! I always get stuck playing these characters.
All right, and Gadar,
This
look at
one
that.
would like to look at the chest
Yeah.
after carefully examining it for traps.
Now, does Gadar have training in subterfuge?
He is untrained in subterfuge.
Okay. You know who was not untrained in subterfuge?
Sidura?
Sidura's got two. She can steal shit from you without you looking, or she can convince you that it always belonged to her.
Sidura, we need your expertise.
What do we have here?
So for your arrows, each arrow you fire, just roll a d10. On a 9 or 10, it's destroyed.
Okay.
I still have mine.
Okay.
So this is...
Holy
One
shit.
Destroyed.
So one of them is destroyed. You got, I think, 19 arrows left, or whatever. I can't remember how the split was for you guys.
10 and 10.
10. Okay. Yeah, the easy encumbrance mechanic I really like in this because it allows you to pick up shit and keep track of it quite easily and drop stuff. It's also not terribly punishing. It doesn't affect your attacks. It does affect like every other thing, like getting knocked over when you're overweighted. Pretty easy. All right.
I'm at capacity, so.
Sidora,
Ooh.
what you see there is a chest. Now, I didn't put on here your lockpicks because they break so easily in Skyrim. I assume it's the cold, but we can assume that you have a set of lockpicks on you. Would you like to try and unlock that chest? Or would you like to check and see if there are any traps there first?
Yeah, she would like to examine for traps first.
Okay, so that'll be, I think, subterfuge against perception.
Okay.
How's that compare?
That's too high.
You would take a plus 10 on that.
Yeah, it's still too high.
What's your perception?
Perception is 36.
Okay. Nope. Well, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the orc. Farkul Kamog.
Nope.
All right.
Now we shall see, the Dwarven style of trap finding.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Find it.
Yeah.
So as far as you know, there's no traps there. You want to try and
Looks
unlock
clean.
it?
Yes, I will.
Give subterfuge
so.
at plus 20. This is a pretty facile lock. And I think it's agility you can use to unlock locks. George, we mentioned this before you got on, but there's you have different skills. Different skills can be used with different stats. It kind of depends on how you describe you're using it.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, the persuade skill, you use strength or persuasion. So there's none of this like my orc is terrifying, but because my charisma isn't my, great stat.
Yeah. Kind of like some of the 2d20 games have that.
Spycraft actually does that like crazy.
Yeah.
So subterfuge, you can use agility, intelligence, or personality, depending on circumstances. I think a 35 beats all your stats, doesn't it?
No, but the agility does.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
It unlocks. Let's see what's inside.
Explosions.
Or is that terrible trap that's in there first? But
You know what doesn't exist in Skyrim?
what's that?
Mimics.
Mimics? Yeah, it's true. That is true.
Well,
I mean, it's just a shit ton of.
in official Skyrim.
This is
All
the
right.
unofficial.
So then,
Yeah, we're unofficial now.
would you kindly give us a 1d100 roll, Sidura? 39. There is a book in here. A book worth 25 drakes. Oh, hold on, but that's the base
Is
price.
it the Lusty Argonian Maid?
Hold
Volume
on
one?
here. Let's see here. Give us another D100 roll, please. Let's see how rare this is. Okay, so it's a It's a book that is almost entirely eaten by moths. It's actually worth 12 drakes.
Oh, well. Was it in Nordic by chance?
It was in Nordic, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, does it have any encumbrance?
It does not, no. If you want to stuff it in there, you're certainly welcome to do so.
You mastered the disappointing chest of Skyrim.
Exactly. What would you guys like to do next? And you each have, I think each of you has torches as well, other than Gadar. If Sidura wants to light a second torch so she's not subject to only Nizran, you're welcome to do that. But
what's the range on a torch?
5 meters of bright and 5 meters of dim.
Okay. Cool.
This one will sneak ahead again.
Okay. Would you give us a stealth check again there, Gadar? And actually, let me set up stuff for you here.
Ooh, no.
Ooh. But it is contested.
Well, I'm spending the luck point anyway.
Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead. And George, you have as a red guard, you've got that adrenaline surge ability 2, I will mention. That allows you to recover 1 stamina point once per long rest.
This one feels like one of his 9 lives is about to be lost.
Uh-oh, what'd you roll?
82.
Ooh. Wait. No, you rolled a 92. That first one would have been a crit fail.
That's why I rolled it.
So that's a good call on the reroll. And here we go. Those are under your ancestral abilities there, George?
Oh yeah, I was reading them.
Okay.
I was reading all 3 of them. That was very cool.
Okay, great.
So it's like 95 plus a crit fail?
It normally is like the inverse of your luck bonus. So it'd be 4 points. It's typically the official. It's the only rule I'm not crazy about in it because I feel it's a little fussy. Is the lucky numbers thing? Is where you pick 5, like a amount of numbers out of the blue. It's neat because it means that you can roll high and still succeed. So like there is, because of the way success bonuses work in this, I get why that would be as part of the game, but it just feels really fussy to remember, like, oh, a 67 is my, lucky number, and so is a 43, and so is a 94, But I don't know. I mean, like, they wouldn't, to be honest, this game seems extraordinarily play tested. So, I could very well not know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm having a ball with it so far.
Oh, nice. That's great to hear. All right, so let's do this. Making life a little uncomfortable for you.
I think what happens is Kadar starts stalking forward and hits this like half thigh ankle calf deep puddle and just splashes all over himself and stumbles.
Yes! And the two back are like, man, what are you doing?
It was deeper than this one thought.
Okay, let me set up. Okay, so I think I'm good here, guys. Have I made things appropriately dangerous? Looks like it. Yeah, that's good. Let's do this. Actually, because it's kind of fun being able to see where these things are as well. So if you move on my screen, if you move up to a 75% zoom, you should be able to see well enough forward to where some stuff is. So, Gadar, do you see anything further ahead there?
12 meters away.
Yep. What would you like to do?
Does it also see this one?
Let me make my contested roll. It unfortunately does. So,
I would like to shoot it before it moves.
All right, so let's roll initiative again, guys. We're back at it again. Let's see here. Okay.
The unluckiest number.
Oh boy, 1. Okay, how about I roll? Oh, I should roll pretty good this time. Okay, is everyone's... Oh, must be. Yeah, everyone's in. Oh, actually, I rolled... heroes will go first here still, so... I think you've got a higher bonus. Yeah, you got a higher bonus, Gadar, so you're still going to be able to act before them. Let's start with you this time. And then we'll have everyone else have their action points in reserve. We'll do it that way. So then we'll start with your turn, and then, because they'll know, I'm assuming you guys are going to spring into action as soon as you hear Gadar do anything dangerous.
Okay, so the range for a short bow is 20, so 20 meters?
Yep.
Still, okay, no penalties, cool.
Yep.
I will...
Hold on, there's something... Because it isn't short, medium, long in this game. I think it's... Hold on, because I think you actually get a bonus in that first range band.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. Unfortunately, it does have its full action points right now. Here, under range attacks. Sorry, I've read this so many times now. Yeah, so it's close, close, effective, and long. First number you get plus 10. Second number is no modifier. Third number is minus 20.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, that cuts both ways, unfortunately. So.
Well, it's got a shield, so that's fun.
Yep.
I think I will do an aim and then an all-out, or do a 2-action precise strike. And try to hit it in its head again.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You got it. Ignore the armor.
Okay, so I think aim and that, it'll be a net 0 on everything.
Okay.
And we'll try to... I'm going to try to... I don't know if these things can bleed, but we're about to find out. I'm going to use my Bach and arrow. Yes. Bleed for me. Bleed for
this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a hit? I mean, I'm defending anyway.
My agility is 53, so yes.
That's just barely a hit. It tries to block. It fails. So you have advantage on this. You want to spend that on luck bonus?
Yes.
Half luck bonus damage? Okay. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I could probably get another point of damage out of it if I roll max.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no.
Okay. That's 11 damage then. It does have a helmet on in the illustration, though. So, but we'll still let you do the extra damage. So it'll do... what is that? 11 minus 3 is 8. Okay. All right.
If it takes 1 hit points, it gains bleeding 3, if that actually works on it.
If it which?
If I do at least 1 point of damage to it,
hold on. Which one did you use? The bodkin, or did you use the other?
The bodkin.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't do the 3 extra damage. Yeah, it did take damage. So it'll take 3 bleeding damage on its turn.
Okay, so they can bleed.
Yeah. Okay. And is that all of your actions?
That is all my actions, but I'm going to move back here.
Okay.
Just out of sight.
Then it is their turn.
Well, they had their actions in reserve, right?
They do, yeah. So they're still going to have their action points, but these things will get to act on this one because it did see you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's running forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's where it can get to there. Your buddy, who no one's playing, Oleg, he's got that ability to spend 1 action point to defend on behalf of someone else. So he could jump in the way to shield you. I'm going to have to spend 1 point to dash to move a little closer to you, Gadar. And then I'm going to have to... do I all-out attacker? I'll keep 1 in reserve for defending. And it's going to attack you. Gadar, do you have an action point left?
I do not, but I will spend a stamina point.
You got it. What would you like to do? To evade? Okay.
Yes.
So go ahead and give us your evade check.
4.
Oof. What's your agility?
53.
Fortunately, I missed. So it swings at you. Then it is Sadura. You have 3 action points. What would you like to do?
But Sadora sees this one She is going to attempt to cast Shock Bolt towards it.
Okay. Do you have your short sword or your bow in your hand?
Bow.
So you could just spend an action to drop your bow if you like. Unless the bow... Hold on. Does a bow have focus? Yeah. Bow has a sword. Bow does not have focus on it.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll just spend the action to drop it.
Okay.
And then cast it.
Okay. I have 1 AP left. I'll let you cast it. I'm not going to try and block.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Oh, goodness. I think I'll spend it.
Yeah, as if crit fail, there's some amusing critical fail spells or tables for spells.
Save that for later.
Well, they're all key to the
Maybe
types of spells you cast too, and I can't imagine what the destruction ones would be with all of you guys in so close.
Oh,
That nice, right on the nose. That's incredible. All right, so did you cast that restrained or overload it?
Let's overload it.
Hell yeah! Remember, you got to call that before you make the roll, though.
My bad.
So,
Yeah,
but
my
I
bad.
imagine you would have. So then, go ahead. What is it? 1d6 plus 3, I think. You've got. And which bolt did you? Oh, do you only have one?
Shock.
Shock bolt 2 is 1d6 plus 3. Okay, nice. So 4 points of damage. That gets right through armor as well. What does it look like as you cast your shock bolt down here?
Yeah, this ripple of electricity just sort of comes from her fingertips and shoots across the room into this thing's chest.
Okay.
Kind of throwing it backward a little bit.
So that'll be 6 magicka. You still have 2 more action points?
I think then she's gonna move in, which I know is not action, but she'll get close to this thing and pull out her short sword.
Okay.
Second action, and then third action, strike it. Try to strike it.
You got it. Okay. It will try and block now.
Okay.
So I've fucking failed my block, so as long as you hit, you're good.
Ooh, that will not.
that's a 100.
That's a 100. That'll be a crit fail. You want to luck that?
Yeah, that's been my last one. Why not? Let's
Come
see.
on. There you go. That's
And
feeling like a hit.
Yeah.
And that is
Yeah.
roll again because it is proven
Okay.
for damage.
oh,
Come on,
backstab.
big money.
Yes!
There you go. All right. And you have advantage, which means you can get that, pass that partial armor. So that is, look at this. Whoa. Oh, hold on. You've got, your thing has the, what's that trait? Exploit advantage or something like that?
Exploit weakness.
Exploit weakness always treats armor as one lower already. He's already unarmored, which means you could, for instance, add +2 damage from your half your damage bonus.
Let's do
Luck
that.
bonus, yeah.
Why don't you tell us what it looks like as you take this Draugr down?
Oh, I think it was still sort of having this ripple effect from the shock bolt, and as it recovered from that, Sidora came up and just stabbed right through it.
It looks almost confused. Nizran.
Okay, so I'm had my plan was to move up here next to Sidora,
Okay.
drop the torch there.
Okay.
As a free action. And I was about to try to stab it with a rapier, but when I get up there, I thought it was like wobbling as I was running toward it, and then it dropped by the time I reached it.
Remember, rapier is a 2-meter weapon.
Oh yeah, two. Yes, right. I'm here.
Okay.
Is this would that be 2?
That's 2 meters. Yep.
Okay. So I kind of rush up there next to Sidora, and then it finally drops.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh. So I scan around for any other adversaries in the distance, but I don't see any.
Well, no, but you hear them.
Oh, I do. Okay.
There's at least 2, possibly as many as 5, who are moving elsewhere and seem to be moving towards you.
from the north.
Yeah, from somewhere further forward.
This one suggests explosive wound.
And remember, you can choose to like move up and move back if you'd like, and you can spend an action point to dash to go beyond what you've got for your, what you've got as your total movement. So if you wanted to go forward and take a peek, and you can also reserve things, an AP for like, if I see something, I'm going to run the fuck out of here.
Yeah. All right. So I've spent 2, so I have 9 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scanning.
You can hear.
I don't see them.
Very close over here.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay, so the this game's version of Ready in Action, does that cost an AP?
It does. So what you do is you bank. Normally, if on a pass you choose not to do anything, it costs you 1 AP. You bleed away 1 AP. Alternatively, you can bank 1 AP and say, "I'll do X if Y."
Okay, so there's no way to actually have on someone else's turn 2 AP in banked. Or is it that, can you do that by readying?
No, you cannot do that as a reaction, because what you're doing is you're basically saving what would be an action as a reaction instead. Reactions and secondary actions in some cases can be done on other people's turn. Okay, but primary actions like attacks or casting spells cannot. Unless, at least you can't do more than 1. Okay.
So I get up there. I still have 4 meters left. Okay. So I know that they're coming from there. I want to get back to my companions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's a bunch of them coming from that direction. Okay. I have 1 AP left, which I will retain. Oh no, sorry, I have 2 AP left actually. No, wait. I didn't spend any AP.
You spent 1 to kind of listen. I mean, yeah, like you've done nothing.
Oh, to listen. Yeah. To listen. That's right. So I have 2 left, right?
So because you spent 1, you can choose this. Now you can pass. You've already spent 1.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So I'll do that, and I'll keep 1 banked for reaction.
Yeah. It's a neat way that the game it incentivizes you doing something. It incentivizes doing action, right? Like either do something, spend 1 AP, or spend 1 AP, set 1 in reserve to be contingent, and then pass your turn and wait, see what else.
Yeah. So, I like it. That's good.
Gadar.
Alrighty, this one is.
Hold on. Do you have any AP left right now? We're still in the first turn. I don't think you have any left.
No. Okay.
Okay.
I don't. Time out.
But I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 10. So I can move my full 10. Yeah, comes down the corridor with its axe out. It only has 2 AP because I would have needed 1 to try and follow up where you guys were. So Sadura, do you have any AP left? Let's roll randomly here. George gets the benefit of having stepped away. So
no, I don't think she did, because she had used them all.
Oh yeah, because you hit that guy, ran in and stabbed. So you could spend stamina point to gain an AP.
Okay. All right.
In which case, would you like, if you do want to do that, that would give you 1 AP, and you could. I'm going to put, there's a second one coming in as well. You could try and defend if you'd like. I'm going to spend 1 just to attack.
Okay. Yeah. She'll try to defend.
So evade, parry, because you do. Oh, you can't parry because you're too. It's out of range. Oh no, that doesn't apply for your parry.
Counterattack. You can't counterattack.
Incoming, right?
Oh, it's because it's small. With a short sword? I don't think short sword's small. I think it's a dagger.
No, I mean, to counterattack, it has to be within range, right?
No. You can still counterattack while something's out of range, because you're sort of they're trying to get in. Unless it says that you can't do that. let's see.
No, short sword doesn't say that. So.
Yeah, like that might be implied with the range thing here, but I don't think. Let's see here. Counterattack. So it says using the rules above, you make a melee attack. A target within range, so you can't counterattack shit with the when it's out of your range.
Okay.
I remember
sense.
when you evade, I keep forgetting to remind you guys, if you use evade, remember if you succeed, you can move 1 meter. So that was a long talk. So basically, Sedora, what you could do is you could evade using evade, or you could parry using.
She'll just try to evade.
Try to evade, okay. So it's this thing swings that massive maul. I succeeded on 3. So the parry, you need to beat the range. Go ahead and give us just a make an attack with your short sword. Or is, oh yeah.
Okay.
Because that'll be the same thing.
Well, I was doing evade.
Oh, you're doing evade. Then roll evade, please.
Let's
Go
do
ahead.
the evade.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a success on your stealth, right? Or your agility?
What's that verse? Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, and you got a 3, so we tied, which means ties. Let's see here. So they both pass. And on evade, the defense is negated if the attacker has more degrees of success. So ties go to the defender. Woof, you go back. Woof, this thing swings at you and misses. It's reserving 1 AP, and then there's another one that moved up as well, and you can hear another one moving up and to the right. I think everyone is, except for Nizran. Nizran, you still have 1 AP left. What would you like to do? 2 of these Draugr have stalked into range here.
Okay. And just now I've looked at 15 other things in the meantime. I cannot use a regular magical attack with that AP.
Yeah, you can. Because remember, last time you did spend an AP.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I did spend an AP.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. So then I'm going to cast a fireball. It's got a 2 meter area of effect.
Okay.
So does that mean if I cast it in this square, it'll go 2 meters in each direction, basically?
The
square between them.
Let's see.
It's got
yeah, whatever the radius is listed, whatever the area effect, that's the radius, not the diameter.
2 meter sphere.
Wow. Okay. So then, yes, and wow, what level are you casting it at?
Everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna cast at level 3, which is my highest.
Okay, and overloaded or restrained?
Overloaded.
I had a feeling.
You were right.
Okay, so
all right.
Here we go, and
Here's my destruction roll.
okay, so they can.
Oh, holy shit!
All right, so that is a success.
Okay.
Now hold on. The fireball went off where? Like right between the two of them?
Correct.
I don't think I can evade out of there. I could try and take. Yeah. So let me check on area effect.
Yeah, so if they evade, they get to move 1 meter, but that won't put them out of the blast.
Yeah, it won't put them out of the area, so they would take. Because normally, if you can't evade, you just take the full damage. You're just stuck with it, which is awesome. Okay, so go ahead and roll. You did it unrestrained. 1d8 plus 4. Look at that.
8.
And you've got advantage because they could not. Oh no, they. Yeah, hold on. They can evade. This is where it matters. If I get my evade, they are not. Nope, fail. And success. So one of them is on fire. Which one?
Awesome.
You want to do the closer one, I guess?
If I can choose, yeah. If I can choose, I would choose the closer one, yeah.
You got it. And this cuts right through their armor. There we go.
Nice, okay.
All right. That is the end of the round, because I think everyone else is out of it. So we're back at the top, which is Sadura. What are you doing?
Dora is going to run in here towards the first one and use her short sword on it.
Okay, now let me think here. That one tried to evade, so it does not have any AP left. So yeah, it is trying to recover as it's on fire.
Okay.
I cannot defend against this, so you just need to hit. I think that is. Go ahead, roll proven.
Okay.
So 3. So maybe what it will do is, why don't we assume you're going to add your half your luck bonus to it, unless you tell me otherwise, for these targets, because you're already reducing their partial armor down to none to do the extra slashing damage.
Okay.
Because of the whatever the trait we just talked about a moment ago that I've already forgotten.
Okay.
Okay. So that would be plus 5, one. So it's 8 points of damage. All right.
She will
2 more
try
AP.
Another attack.
Another one? Okay. Holy smokes. So this is a critical. Which means I think you might cause a wound. Let me see here. That is... Here we go. Oh, guys, I got great news. I got like 3 pages of diseases in here.
Oh, no.
All right, here, a critical success. When one character critically succeeded, treat as if they succeeded with more degrees than their opponent. You also gain an advantage. So you actually have 2 advantages. So you could... This is where they actually wear armor. This is where you could do like a combined forceful impact, reduce their armor by 1, and add... Because these guys actually wear armor. It's not just tough shit. And you could choose to... Oh, it could stack. You could reduce their overall armor by 2 with that 2 advantage. You could do your half your luck bonus and damage. You could give 1 bleeding.
I'll put the half luck towards damage.
Okay.
And
what's the other one?
Should I roll again for the proven?
Well, no,
damage,
you got 2 advantages.
Oh, and I guess the other would be bleeding.
Okay, so it'll be bleeding 1. Go ahead, yeah, and you are rolling for proven.
Okay.
Come on, so 4, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right.
And her second AP, she would take another hack at this thing.
Look at this. Okay. Oh, hold on. You've already made 2 attacks.
Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have 1 more
that.
AP.
I meant that she's gonna save her last AP for an evasion or something.
You got it, Nisran. 3 AP.
Yeah, sorry. Interacting with chat. We're enjoying the game, as we are. So I am going to...
That one on fire's dead on his turn.
Well, yeah, this guy's going to take some fire damage on his turn. So my question is, how does it work with like, line of effect? So there's kind of a bunch of people in my way if I wanted to attack this one in the back with like a firebolt, let's say.
I from what I recall, there's not...
That's not a...
Yeah, we don't really worry about that too much.
Okay, perfect.
A crit fail, we might have some fun with that, but...
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I like that. All right, so I'm going to...
Sadora comes in like a cartoon whose oven exploded.
Exactly. I'm going to cast an overcharged firebolt at level 3.
Okay.
At that one in the back that I can see.
Okay.
So here comes
So
my
I guess he's going to try and evade here.
Okay.
Failed, which means you could set him on fire once again. Is that your roll? -1?
Yes.
That's amazing. Go ahead. 1d8 plus 4.
Take 8 again.
That cuts right through the armor, and he is also on fire. And just to reiterate, the reason you guys are getting this, if they fail and you succeed, you get 1 advantage. Your advantage can then be spent on any of those 5 things that are listed on the advantage options. And with spells, you can trigger their elemental effects, which is like burning, frozen in place, stunned. Your shock bolt, that's one awesome thing you can do is stun people when you get when you succeed and they fail.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think what I'll do now, I'll do exactly what I did last turn, so I could have an AP ready to use if necessary if more of these things come in, since these are both on fire right now.
Yeah, and with these things, you can just choose to reserve the AP like you're doing right now. You don't need to say what you're specifically doing with it. On the next pass, you could choose to cast another spell if you like, because you've only made 1 attack so far. Did you spend your magicka for that firebolt?
Oh, no, I did not, actually.
Okay. Perfect. And then Gadar, 3 AP. What are you doing?
This one has very effective allies. I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna try to take a pot shot at the one in the back.
Okay.
And I get a +10 for this one because
and I can't evade for this as well. I failed.
Roll.
And okay, same damage.
Okay, so that is 4. Sorry, forgive me. What are you doing with this one? Called shot?
No, just normal shot.
Normal shot. Okay, got it. So that is...
It's close range, so I get a +10 in the roll, so it's a -25.
So I failed. You succeeded, which means you could do the precision, step it down from partial to no armor to allow you to... I'm sorry, did you use the bodkin or the broad arrow?
I started with the bodkin, so I'll use it again.
Continue using bodkin. Okay, so then with the bodkin, it does get through the armor, but it will be bleeding next round. Okay. That's only 1 AP, and you have 2 more.
Okay. And I'll try and shoot it again.
Okay.
Same one in the back.
It is on fire right now.
That is true.
So again, you could just choose to pass. Like you've already spent 1 AP this round, so you could just pass for this. Pass.
I will hold an action to see if a third one comes around, so I can shoot it.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. You don't even need to do that. I mean, you could do that, but then if it goes to your turn and that doesn't trigger, it's a wasted AP. You could just choose to wait. Okay.
I'm gonna hold 1 AP and I'm gonna ready 1 if one comes around.
Sounds good. Okay. Great. Then on their turn, one of them collapses to the ground, burning in front of Sidura. The other one, which was getting ready to line up a shot on Sidura with its axe, collapses down in a burning heap, thanks to Nizran. But then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One comes around the corner and sees you. Nizran, do you have any AP left?
Yes, I do.
Oh, sorry, not Nizran. I keep saying, I'm thinking Sidura, I'm saying Nizran. Sidura, do you have any AP left?
1.
1, okay. Would you like to defend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have a choice of evading or parrying.
Let's try parry.
Parry? Okay, so parry would be with your combat style then. And again, you can use agility with that too. I terribly failed on this. Okay. I think we both failed. No, you succeeded, didn't you?
What is this one against? Agility?
It'll be against agility, yeah.
Yeah, it's a succeed.
Succeed, okay. Which means you get, hold on, let's see here. I think you get 1 advantage. So let's see here.
What's at his eyes?
Here, attacker, defender 1 on parry. No, it's just negated altogether. It's actually something they took out the RR version, and I think 2nd edition version. They had advantage happening both sides, and they've taken it out. So it's, if you're the actor or you're the attacker, then you get advantage. So it puts it a little more on the, you're not, if you defend and you succeed, you're good. I will spend a stamina point from this to go again. So I'm going to get another AP. I want to keep 2 AP in reserve for defending. Hold on. Sidura, you have 1 stamina left. Would you like to spend that for an AP to defend again, or are you going to let the attack fly?
Yeah, I guess we'll spend it. That's what it's here for.
Okay.
I'm out of stamina, though.
Okay.
After that. All right, so this is use combat style again.
You can use combat style or you can use evade.
Okay.
Your choice.
Okay, I'll use combat style.
Okay. Nice. So I succeeded at a 4. And what did you roll? A 1. You could luck point that and try. No, you can't because you are out of luck.
I'm out of luck.
So unfortunately, you're trying to get your parry in, but it manages to get a hit on you. Now, let's see what happens when. Now, because you succeeded, it means I don't have advantage. So I just hit you, I roll damage. I don't get to try and do something funny with my attack. This is a broadsword. What is your armor? Your armor rating. I think it's... Hold on here. Let's see. Your...
2.
2.
2, okay. So I subtract 2 from this. I'm going to spend another stamina point to do a power attack. So this will do plus 4 damage. So you take 7 points of damage, minus 2 from your armor is 5 points of damage, Sidora. Ah.
Do I get my shot off at it?
Yes, you do.
Cool. And I've thrown in the type of arrow with my attack, so we don't have to ask each time.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, good call. Good call. Can I say hit? I am going to defend against that. Sorry, I didn't say.
Okay.
Block the shield gets in the way of that. So then it is Sidora. Do you have any action points left?
No.
Okay. Nisran, do you have any action points left?
I have 1.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to firebolt that guy.
I had a feeling.
I am going to cast it with restraint, however, this time.
Okay, and I'm going to try and block it.
Okay.
Okay. So that is success. It's not compared. If I succeed with it, just roll damage for your firebolt. You're going to want to beat a 5.
All right, come on.
Oh, it's just enough.
Oh, that's enough. Oh, I thought I had to beat a 5.
No,
Okay.
it's just enough for it to defend. Sorry, I was talking from the Draugr side. So yeah, you cast this at it. It gets a shield up. The fire bursts around it. Gadar, you still have 1 more AP.
I do. I am going to pull out my spear.
Okay.
And
so that's your move? AP then.
Yeah. Could I still move, or is it just the
You
action?
still move. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move. It's one-handing the spear, so I'm gonna move there.
Okay. Excellent. Then I think
round.
1, 2, 3. We're out of. We're on the next round. So Dora, what are you doing?
Go ahead and get in range of this thing and try to whack it back.
Okay.
Walking over the corpses of your enemies.
I can move these Draugr too. Hold on, I'll stack them over here, so you guys aren't.
Make a little.
I thought it was gonna be clever. Like, I'll make sure I keep track of them so that you guys can loot them, and now it's just fucking filling up a bunch of space. All right, so Sidora, you duck and weave in there. You have 3 AP. What would you like to do?
She attacked with their short sword first.
Okay. I have no AP left to defend, so that is a hit. You want to roll proven?
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, so 5. That will get through. And it will be against unarmored, so that'll be 8. Okay. Oh, and, sorry, plus 2 because of, you have advantage as well. 2 more AP. What would you like to do?
All right. 1 more attack with the short sword.
Nice. Oh. Why is it glowing on a 7?
Maybe.
Lucky number might be listed.
I have an unlucky number in there. I put a 7 in for an unlucky number.
Okay. Well, we'll ignore that.
Yeah, I think that's what it did.
Yeah, that is also a hit. Go ahead and roll proven.
All right.
Nice. So that's 12 points of damage. Look at that. So that second hit, you stab this thing, and then it sort of moves to try and engage you. It's fucking magically baleful eyes glowing at you, and you viciously hurt this thing. You have 1 more AP. You want to do anything, or are you reserving that?
I'm reserving that. Yeah.
Nizran, what are you doing?
All right, restrained firebolt.
Okay. That is a success. Go ahead and roll damage. It's 1d8. Oh, what at which 1d6 or 1d8 restrained?
1d8.
1d8. Okay, come on.
6.
That is. What's it look like as you take this one down?
I think it hits him in the neck and just goes over his face, and he screams and drops to the ground. I will then move up.
Okay.
To look around to see if there's any more of them.
Okay.
Which I do not currently see, from my vantage point at least.
Yeah.
For the moment. So I will then just pass and be able to have one reserve AP.
Okay. And since we are, let's do this. Now, do you guys think what you can choose to do? A short rest is, I believe, an hour.
I have healing magic.
You could try that as well. Do you want to try? Well, the thing is, it does more than just a short rest. You also gain 1 stamina point back, and you regain 1 your intelligence bonus in magicka back. So that's helpful. You don't heal anything on a short rest, so you could still do this and the other. I just wanted to ask if you guys would like to.
Short rest would be good, but let me expend a little bit of mana first.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
So I think Sadora is the only one that got hit.
Yep.
So he'll put away his spear and bow and say, "Stay still. I need to concentrate." And then he'll start. I think restoration.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm a novice. 41.
Guess your willpower.
My willpower is not that high. Nope.
Okay. So how much?
The healing touch costs 3.
Is that after subtracting your willpower bonus?
Oh, willpower bonus is 3. Can I cast it for 0?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't cost me anything then.
But it does risk a critical fail, so that is why we still roll.
I was like, I told you to stay still. Stay still. Ah. I'm not sure how long I can keep doing this. That
80,
one.
hold on. That's not
It's 80. No,
80.
not
Okay, it's not crit yet.
Nope. Ah, how many times? So close.
It's
95, almost.
Let's see.
You also have potions, right?
Yeah,
you guys all have vitality potions. You quaff that and it heals 8 points.
It's like, I can't get it to work. You squirt too much.
It stings. It stings.
It's a poor craftsman who blames his tools.
While Gadar is doing all that, I think I might drink a potion of replenishment.
Okay.
Gives me back 8
magicka. Okay.
One more time. Yes.
There you go. How much is he? So you spend 0
3.
magicka, and then what is the?
Yeah. 2 hit points back.
Okay. So you heal 2, Sidora. Nice.
Just
now,
took a little effort.
because we're in the waning minutes of this, let's make the last one a fun one. And what you guys can hear storming down the hall. Let's make something big and fun.
Oh no.
Where is it here? Where is it here? Oh, yeah.
Draugr Death Overlord.
Okay. So, let me make him big. And I think I know what his... There we go. Just never let it be said that I won't take advantage of a good Chekhov's troll print. Something is bellowing and running down from the left, guys. Move yourself forward just a scooch here. Yeah, there you go.
Nissan.
And let me roll an initiative roll on this. I just had a really weird deja vu moment. Have I attacked you guys with trolls a bunch of times in the past?
Maybe.
That is quite true. All right, so let me roll initiative for... Actually, each of you first roll a 1d6 plus your initiative bonus. And let's see here. Ooh, I did pretty well for Monsieur Troll here. You guys didn't know he was Bretonian, eh?
I know. That's curious.
Allô? Comment allez-vous?
I feel like I don't want to attack him now.
Je suis plus fermé. I think that's hungry. No, fermé is close. Fenetra is window. Comer? Is that it? No, that's fucking Spanish. Whew.
Yeah, that's to eat. That's to eat. That one I know.
Kev, are you really Canadian? Yeah. Western Canadian.
Canada is one of the most, ethnically diverse countries. Well, definitely in North America, but in the world.
Which is really making me seem much more of a fucking ignoramus. So, let's give you guys the benefit of a long rest as if you had it. So everyone gets one stamina point back, and everyone gets their intelligence bonus in Magicka back.
Cool. That long rest or short rest?
Short rest.
Short
rest is one. Yeah, if you had a long rest, you get all your stamina points and all your Magicka back.
Cool. Okay, great.
Yeah. All right. So, Sadora, I guess you can't see what's coming. It's only... But there is something big and terrifying off in that direction. Yeah, that direction.
And she hears it? That's about it.
Godar turns, they have a cave troll.
I think that in that case, since she can't see it and she's going to need the light, she will...
you know what? Here, let's see this. Fuck it. We want to see you guys... This is not the thing. Let's say you lit... there actually are braziers in another map I've got that I've specifically set up so you can light them as you're going along, so you can light your way.
That's cool.
So let's do that here. Boom.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
I see that.
And then... Is that giving off enough light for you guys to see the troll?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. Sadura, what are you doing?
Goodness. I think she will...
That is the reaction I want.
I don't know if I wanted to see that, but I do see it. So this is going to be the short bow that she will pull out here.
Okay.
And then she will fire at it with a... I guess she'll just do the broadhead.
Yeah, so the things that have actual armor is where you want the bodkin, maybe, because it punctures through.
Yeah.
But this is also, you get plus 10 because it is in your close range.
Okay. So...
Like you need it.
Wow, big hit. Yeah, I'm not defending against it. So that is 3... Unfortunately, that doesn't get through it. Oh, that's right. It's proven. That does get through its armor.
You're so good with those sevens.
So that is 10. 10 points of damage. You did get advantage, too. Do you want that to do the +2, or you want to give it bleeding 1, or what?
Let's do bleeding.
Bleeding, okay. So it'll be bleeding 1, and that is... There we go. 1 AP.
1 AP. So she'll reload and shoot again.
Okay, go right ahead.
Final two.
Same chance. That is likewise a hit. Go ahead and roll for proven.
Okay. 4.
4. Okay, so it's 7, 8, 9. Okay, there you go. You can still move if you'd like.
Sure, she'll move up out of the way here a little bit, so everyone has a clear path.
Then it is Gadar.
We assuming we have our weapon drawn?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
In this place, absolutely.
I would have gotten my spear out.
Okay.
We're gonna two-hand it, and I'm gonna try to keep it from getting to my allies. So how do I set up that attack of opportunity?
What you do is you just it is a reaction, so you could in theory ready one action to attack it when it comes in, and it'll let you use Impaling on that same thing to sort of hold it in place.
And I'll bank my other 2 actions.
Okay, that's it's not even that's precisely right. What you've said is perfectly fine. Troll time, guys! Is it that time already? Holy shit! Okay, I gotta go in with a troll here because we're getting very close. So I gotta kill you quick here. I mean, you guys gotta kill it quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see. I think that is when I. Okay, so that is where you are when you can attack. I just don't know if it's got what's its reach?
Yes, I can reach it.
It reaches 2, so you get an attack here first.
Alrighty. Eat some spear.
Okay, that it is going to try and batter that aside. So it needs to beat your chance here. I got a 4. You got a 2. Would you like to try and luck that?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again.
Spend my last point of luck.
And come on.
Come on.
Is 59 equal to your agility, or is it over?
It's higher.
Oh! So you try and get in, and this thing is batters your spear aside, completes its move. You still have 2 AP banked. Would you like to try and defend against this first?
I would, yes.
Okay.
I can use combat style or evade.
To evade, you can. So if you're going to try and get out of the way of it, and you can move 1 meter, that's evade. If you're trying to parry, you would have to use your spear, which would be a -20.
Okay.
You could also counterattack, but it's also -20.
You know what? I'm going to counterattack.
Fuck yeah.
So would I use combat style, or would
I
use
have
just
great
my
news
spear?
here. Because it's so big, it's both at 2 meters away and 3 meters away. So it's still in range of your spear. So yes. So basically, we both make attacks. Whoever rolls best hits the other. I failed, actually.
Stab.
You succeed. Nice.
Okay, I'm
so
gonna roll twice to see about the damage.
Yeah, just proven 11 points of damage, and it's a slashing, right?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Slashing, impaling.
Slashing, impaling. Okay, so then that does your... If it gets through... Oh, hits an unarmored area, it does your strength damage, so it's 14.
3.
Okay, so there we go. You could also spend stamina points to do extra damage if you want, on a 2-for-1 basis.
So 2 points for every 1?
2 points for every 1 you spend.
I'm going to dump 2 into it.
Okay, so that's another 4 points of damage, which means I have to make a wound check. Let's see. I failed its physical test, which means it suffers a wound. So it is, I think, a -20 on all future actions. Because
Barely what I think what happened was it charged at me. I tried to attack opportunity to bat it aside, and I poked it against a rock and just jammed it right into it. And it's...
Okay, I'm doing wounds wrong here. Okay, hold on. If it's to the body... It also loses an action point.
Oh.
And they begin their next turn... Oh, no, it loses his action point. And it has the crippled body condition. Where is that here? Crippled...
Crippled body part. Is it
all the benefits or penalties?
ear, eye, leg, arm,
organ damage -30 to all of his actions. You get it right in its liver. -30 to all of its actions. And I lost my last action point, so I'm defenseless in this run. What are you doing?
I've got 1 action point left.
It's not your turn though.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So Nizran, you react. Just remember, John Dick, you reacted on that. That's why you counterattacked. But Nizran?
So first I'm going to cast a shock bolt this time.
Okay. Give us a lore check at +20.
Okay.
Is that So that would be a
That's
30
against my
against your intelligence.
Yeah, my intelligence is 39.
Guess what seems to be true about trolls across all fantasy settings?
Immune to shock bolts.
More so, you want to know how to prevent them from regenerating?
Fire. Okay. Wasn't sure if that was the case here. And I just wanted to.
It does mean that if you get if you get an advantage on it, you could stun it too. If that's what you're shooting for.
Well, that's what I was. That was the reason I was thinking, but it is a troll, and if they work the same here, I would do fire. I mean, I'm a fire guy.
Yeah, I got good news. You have 3 AP. You could do both.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna start with fire though.
Okay.
Let's do that. Nope.
Do you want to luck that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
There we go. Oh yes.
There you
16.
go. So 1d and
and I didn't say that was going to be without restraint.
I figured as much. So go ahead. 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
And
8 points.
You love those 8.
Here's another thing.
Yeah, I do.
It has a weakness to fire, so you take extra. It takes extra damage. So, oh no, I just went the wrong direction. Cav, quit cheating. So there you go,
fire.
and it is burning.
Okay.
2 more
then
AP.
I will do. Yeah. So now I'll do just for fun, shock bolt.
Go ahead.
See if I can. Made it by 1.
Nice.
No. Failed by 2. Sorry.
Okay.
Failed by 2.
Would you like to luck that?
Do I have
You
one?
got 1 left,
I
I
had
think.
2, so I have 1 left. So definitely gonna.
Okay.
Go for it. Use up my last. Yes.
There you go. Nice. And she's stunned as well, which means that we get to look at stun quickly here.
Stunned and crippled? Holy shit. Lose all remaining AP. Cannot regen. While stunned. Oh, God.
Cannot regain. Well, oh wow! So it'll lose a stun condition at the end of its next turn, but it's not going to have any AP next round. Wowzers! All right, so that is 12 points of damage. It doesn't get armor, but it's not vulnerable.
Okay.
That's a huge hit
And
too.
then, yeah, massive. But down to 9 magicka. So what I'm gonna do, is, considering I just made myself a target, I feel like I'm going to cast. If I can do this, I think I can. An armor spell.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's only a level 1 spell.
It's alteration, isn't it?
It's alteration.
Okay.
And hold on, I saw something here that I thought would come into play, which is methodical. You improve your willpower bonus by 1 for spell restraint purposes when casting conventional spells.
Yeah, and that's all the spells that are listed there. You can create your own spells in the game. That's what I was thinking. It was 5, which means you probably should have about like 4 or 5 more magicka than what you have right now. So
That's okay. This'll cover us, for this session.
why don't you give us so you go ahead and cast that, and then Sadura, do you have any AP left? I think
No.
No? Okay.
No. She shot, reloaded, shot again, and then moved. So
Yeah. And Gadar, you have 1 left.
1. I'm gonna try and shank it with my spear.
Okay.
Again.
Might I suggest something?
Yes.
Hold on. Actually, this might not benefit you because it's only the bonus to hit. And if you really want to hit this round, spend your stamina, get 1 more AP, and then power attack to get plus 20 to hit.
I will do that.
Okay.
That sounds like a great thing to do.
Okay. Your
Okay.
last bit of effort.
And I'm gonna roll, since it's 2 meters away, I'm gonna roll one-handed.
Okay. No, remember, it covers both 2 and 3.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can, because it's so big, you can attack with either. 50 against your agility. That's a hit, isn't it?
And you said plus 20, right?
Yeah, plus 20, so that's a 30.
30, so yeah, that's a hit.
That's a hit. That's already max damage. Oh no, you got it with a D with 2-handed. What's your roll?
That's okay. I'll take the,
Fine,
I'll take the
okay.
9.
All right, so 9. That's 10, 11, 12.
And luck bonus? Does that?
Yes, because you have advantage on it. So
Extra 2.
13, 14. All right. Then It is its turn, but it's out of AP. I'll
What's the
take
beginning of a...
burning damage, top of the round. Sadura, you want to take this thing out?
Gonna try. Yeah.
Got it. Duck real good. Come get it.
Yeah, she... Well, so she doesn't have to waste any AP. She's just gonna go ahead and shoot. Keep shooting at it. So she'll have to spend her first to reload. And then second to shoot. Let's see.
Yeah, nice.
Wow.
It's reeling from here too. You've got 1 stamina left. You could spend that to do +2 damage if you choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 damage this round. So you have 1 more AP left.
He will cast her shock bolt.
So you're dropping your...
Yeah.
Well, go right ahead.
Does it take an action to drop it?
Nope,
or?
free action to drop.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So she'll just cast the shock bolt at it. And
Aw, man.
Go down! 41.
1 versus
Your willpower.
No, that is too high.
Okay. So it doesn't come up, but you do lose the magicka from it. Gadar.
Gonna go all out attack on it.
Okay, so it's 2 AP plus 20 to hit.
Yep. And we'll go 2-hand.
Nice. 11. That's max damage, right? Yep. So that is 13, as is 14, 15, 16 points of damage. Wowzers. Look at that. You have 1 more AP.
And he's just gonna normal attack it then.
Okay, go right ahead.
Not holding anything back.
Solid hit. Roll for proven. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is that. This thing is stunned for this round. It also takes damage from burning, which will then go away. And then it is Nizran's turn.
Is it taking bleeding damage still?
Oh, it takes a bleeding damage from yours, which was 1. You guys are so fucking close. Nizran,
Come on, Nizran.
Can you finish us off?
I had two potions of vigorous replenishment, so I'm going to use the second one.
It would take 1 AP to go out. I will show you one other neat mechanic here.
Yeah.
When you run out of... oh, no, that's not for... doesn't help you. Stamina. When you run out of stamina and you're blowing more stamina, you get to go into the fatigued category, which is like minus... I think it's minus 10. It's like a lot of those other D20 or D100 games, minus 10.
Yeah.
But I think that you are... Yeah, you fail if you're out of... points there. So, sorry, what were you saying, George?
So my plan is to down my second potion of vigorous replenishment to get more magicka back.
1 to get it out, 1 to quaff it, and then you have 1 more left.
So that's so here we go. So that gives me 11 magicka.
Yep.
So then I am going to cast firebolt once again.
Come on.
Overload.
Okay.
Here comes my destruction roll. No.
Do you have any luck left?
I have 0 luck left.
And
used
you
up
know
all my luck.
Oh, and you're out of you're out of magicka too, aren't you? Because it was overloaded.
Now it will be sorry, I got my thing here. It will cost level 3 bolt was 8.
Oh,
George,
you got 3 left.
You could spend a stamina point, get an action, go stab it with your rapier.
Sounds like a red guard kind of thing to do.
If you've got 3 left, you could also fire a restrained 1d6 firebolt.
That's true. That's what I think I'm going to do.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Come on.
51. What is your willpower?
46.
Oh!
Yeah.
And you've already attacked twice this round, so you can't do it anymore.
Dura is... did everyone else attack? So then that's the end of the round. So Dura, can you finish this thing off?
You can do it.
It's not bleeding
I hope
anymore. It's
so.
not burning anymore. It's about didn't take fire damage this round.
Okay, so let's say so the first action she would have to reload. The second action she can aim, and
Yep.
the third action she'll shoot.
So it'll be plus
Right
20
there.
then between the close
Okay.
range and the aim. That's a 56 against your agility.
No,
Oh no! God damn it!
no, I have a very good agility, and it is not good enough.
Okay. Guitar.
Come on, good.
Fine, this one will kill it.
That's 3, so 7, and that is enough. What does it look like as you take the troll down?
So he's been pinned and just repeatedly stabbing, and he just twirls it around and just right up in its jaw.
Ah! So just so you know, if you guys loot this thing, a survival minus 10 would give you a troll's hide worth 150 drakes. Plus 10 survival, you can turn troll hide into pieces of troll armor, which are like regular hide armor, but more protective, but with a weakness against fire. And alchemy can scrape troll bones for an extremely rare restoration and destruction ingredient. You can also fashion a troll skull helm if you were so inclined. And troll bone armor grants plus 2 magic armor to it. So
Wow.
those of you who want to cut up shit and put it together, there's tons of rules for that. So, but that brings us to the end of our first time trying. We're over time right now, so I will make with a very quick outro
He started
here.
late. He stayed late. It's fine.
Here we go.
That was amazing.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Yeah, I really enjoyed running this. This was. Have you guys any quick thoughts on how it felt being appreciating we're playing this for the first time and all we did was just fight?
Well, I can cast 3 spells in a round, so it's the best game that there ever was.
I had a feeling you might enjoy the way magic. How did like the decision to be casting like overcasting and whatnot to manage your magicka in that too? Like, did that feel like an interesting decision to be making?
Yes, because there's a lot of systems where you know, once you make one choice about, you know, casting a spell, that's it. Like you can't, you know, try to do something more risky or less risky, like, and you have to think about the situation, how much magic you have left, like what might be happening. So there's a lot of strategy going on, and that seems like something that's really interesting in terms of resource management for a mage, which that's the kind of thing that I do like, is resource management.
Yeah.
So it made it interesting, but also I was going on partially on emotion for the character. Like, oh, fuck it. Like, he's gonna just let loose here. Like, you know, like, even though it doesn't make, you know, numerical sense.
I was doing the same thing.
Yeah. So that made it really, I really enjoyed that. I think it's a really cool mechanic.
What about you, Jamie? How did Sidura was a bit of a mixed bag in terms of her capabilities, but
Yeah, I liked her. She was like a utility knife that had spells and swords and bows, and she just seemed to have a full arsenal of things that you could go to. And there's just so many different ways that you can use the system to make attacks or to add to the effect. So it was really enjoyable. I mean, it's starting to come back to me more too, just the whole lore of the setting and everything too. So it's kind of got me like ready to install the game again.
Nice. Yeah, it's John. Any thoughts on playing Gadar?
Oh, I'm gonna have to echo Jamie, except I don't have to install the game; it's already on my computer. But this was great. If anybody made like an unofficial Skyrim, this was what I would like to see. It incorporates all the good things from Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim together. Yeah,
That is awesome. Yeah, and from my side, I will say you guys were way more able to take on powerful. Like, I thought because you guys were the clothies effectively, I'm like, well, I mean, I guess we'll see how the fights go, but like, I love how capable of defending yourself in your own way. You know, that I sent that, or I shared on our player Discord a couple of the preview cinematics for some of the Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls Online games, and that Morrowind one in particular, where it shows the Dunmer girl kind of like dancing around and deflecting shit and whatnot, like that felt like how Sidura was fighting. You're ducking out of the way and like it felt very appropriate to the material. And Nisran, like I am a sucker for any game that makes shields feel present, and that ward spell felt super fucking cool.
100%. That's why I wanted to like end on that note.
If I had to speak for Gadar, I'd say this one is jealous.
Nice.
You two were awesome.
All right. So then, for those listening at home, I will, after this stream, I will include the link to the Reddit where you can find all of the game we played. We played with 3rd edition. There's also this RR edition. Both of them are really interesting. And then there's also like there's a Discord they've got and whatnot. That's the RR edition. This is the 3rd edition here that we played. Both are really great. I fucking love this. I can't wait to run this game again. For those, and as is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the game we played, the session, this is really just an opportunity to bang some stuff around, see how the combat works. Please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. I have been yapping about this on the Assorted Games channel over there for quite a while now, for 2 weeks at least, and I think I shared the characters we played as well. I've got character sheets for these characters and 3 more, so if you want to see what characters built with this, you can find that linked over there. I should probably pin that then in case this still doesn't get stale dated and you don't have to wait, searching through that, so I will pin that tonight as well. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. They have a terrific selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, and they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If you enter the code MUSERWINTER, all caps, all one word, it's in the description of the video, you'll save yourself 10% on a purchase. They also have this amazing want list feature. If something is listed in stock but it's not there, you can put it on your want list. They'll send you an email when it comes in, and then you'll be free to go. There's also a link down below to the Hero Save Villages campaign, our charity fundraising campaign that benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity. You can learn all about that down there, and you can learn about what we do to say thank you to the donors by going to the Charity Initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and that is linked down below as well. The last thing I will say, a huge thank you to our stalwart players who waited an hour and stayed over long for us to play this game to get it to the table. Thank you so much, Jamie, John, and George, for letting me get Skyrim to the table, or the Unofficial Elder Scrolls RPG to the table, and a huge thank you to the designers of this as well. Big thank you to everybody who play tested or played this. What a great fucking game, and it's so awesome that you're sharing it for anyone to play with. There's also this, I've got it all together in one. There's all these extra things, different mini books, different scrolls with undead, with the Heartland elves, with the Dwemer, the dwarves, the beasts in the area, what do you call them? The what are the evil demon things called?
The Daedra.
The whole book on Daedra as well. Tons of great stuff for this, and a bunch of optional rules as well. So with that, I will say thank you so much for joining us. We hope that we gave you a few hours, take your mind off the troubles of our world, and turn to that northernmost province on Tamriel. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.